Here we go. Testing. Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Strato. What's up? Boyo. So I came here for Heritage. Senator Stalker Supreme. Jesus. Wrath, what's up, bro? Said Xbox raising their prices. What's up, Moshi? Yep. What's up, Sand Spirits? These companies are using tariffs as an excuse to raise their prices, but I bet when tariffs go down, the price will stay. Yeah, it's gonna stay the same. It's all a grift. It's all a lie. It's the prices. They wanted this to happen. They blaming the tariffs, and the tariffs had nothing to do with this because once those prices, and this is what corporations do anyway. Like during COVID, for a perfect example, Uber prices went up and everything. And then once lockdowns were done and all that type of stuff, the prices stayed the fuck the same. Hey, what's up, Cole? What's going on, man? Yo, what's up, Blaze? Are you interested in Tell the Graces F? I had the PS3 port, and I got the definitive edition on PS5. So I haven't opened it. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it. I don't even play these new games. Xbox has millions of Xboxes in the US. They are trying to get rid of the access, and think USA consumers are dumb. Yeah, so I mean, it's all a grift. It's all a lie. They know what they're doing. They wanted these prices to raise up. I said it before on Twitter, man. I said that I know I can admit when I'm wrong because you guys follow me on my YouTube channel where I'll be returning to YouTube, upload some videos starting next week. We'll get into that with a channel update next week about how I'm going to move forward with my channel and everything so I can so I can avoid burnout and stuff. But anyway, I am damn wrong, man. If you guys follow me on, on YouTube and stuff and watch my content, I've always been saying that Sony and Microsoft will be the first to really push like digital gaming and stuff like that, even when it comes to the prices and everything. And I said Nintendo's gonna be the last person to adopt it, last company to adopt that. And boy, was I wrong. Nintendo Switch 2, I know a lot of people are upset about, the news surrounding Nintendo Switch 2. We haven't really talked about it much here on the channel since I've been took a little break from uploading content and everything, but I've been talking to you guys on X and stuff like that, and also on my Discord. Oh yeah, and besides that, let me speaking of Discord, let me send out some invites. Those who may be interested in joining the Discord. There you go. So you can join the Discord if you're interested. But as I said before, man, I was really, really surprised, like when the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced, and we seen our first $80 game, which is Mario Kart World, and then on top of that, we started seeing the game keys, versus the cartridges, and it's not so common here yet, but in Japan, a lot of third-party companies are taking advantage of that in Japan with the game keys. Now, I'm not sure how Japanese consumers feel about that. I can't speak for the Japanese consumers. I mean, if you look at the culture there, I mean, mostly everybody plays handhelds, and then if you look at South Korea, cyber cafes, so they're always on the go. They're always out. So the game keys may not be a big deal to them, but a lot of third parties releases, especially in Japan, is mostly game keys and stuff. So I can't really speak for them. But people, in the US, and other parts of the world, we love physical games, especially hardcore collectors and gamers out there. We love to have our games physical. We love to own our games and everything. So to see Nintendo really push this game key thing or introduce the game key thing really surprised me. It took me by surprise because I didn't think Nintendo was going to be the first to do it. And then they were the first to announce the $80 game. And as I said before, the industry was waiting for Rockstar to do that with Grand Theft Auto. they were hoping they would go past the $90 game. Now, Rocksteady can still come in with Grand Theft Auto 6 and make that shit $100 or $120 or whatever like that. So we not off. We still got another wave of game prices that could change the industry once Rockstar come out, and they already announced that they're delaying the game to May 26th of 2026 to next year. So I was really surprised and taken aback that Nintendo was going to be the first to do this. I can admit when I'm wrong. I was definitely wrong. I did not calculate that. I did not see that coming. And people said, well, you should have seen what they did with Tears of the Kingdom. They made it $70. But for me, there still wasn't enough evidence off of just that one game they decided to make $70 or whatever. But now that I see it, yeah, I was wrong about that. I can admit. But yeah, I got me a Nintendo Switch too. I pre-ordered it for sure. Motherfuckers gonna buy that shit. Buy that shit up. Yeah. The Nintendo Switch 2. I was able to. It was not a nightmare to get at all. A lot of like stores this time prepared for the bots. Especially Walmart. Walmart came through. Once again, just like I got the PS5, I was able to get Nintendo Switch 2. Pre-ordered because they had this thing to where to detect whether or not a person's a bot or not, you have to. One, I had my tab on all day on Walmart, and I had my tabs already on Walmart, Best Buy, and Target. Fuck GameStop. I was gonna just I was gonna just go line up outside GameStop, but I ended up getting sick because I'm back on my exercise again. I've been walking. The weather been great. I've been doing my 6 to 8 mile walks for the past 2 to 3 weeks now, and I end up getting sick. So I started getting a sore throat and stuff. I said, I don't think I'll be able to make it to sit outside GameStop because I'm not feeling too good. But let me check and see if I can be able to do this. Be able to snap a Nintendo Switch pre-order, and Target was the first to come up. I went to put it in my cart. Someone will hit that. I'll put my information in, my debit card information, and next thing you know, that shit disappeared out of my cart, and it was sold out. And even the Mario Kart bundle, World bundle, was sold out. So I was like, "Fuck Target, let me go to Best Buy." Best Buy was acting up. Like Best Buy was taking so long. It didn't even have the Switch 2 on there. But Walmart once again did it again, man. What Walmart did was, since my tab was already on, it put me in a queue line. I was in a line, and since my tab been on all day, I slipped right in there. And once your turn comes up, you got 10 minutes to grab what you want. And also, before you even start your pre-order, to make sure you're not a bot, you have to a thing comes up on the screen and it tells you to use your mouse and hold down the left click to allow the bar to go up on the screen in order for you to get into the pre-order page. So that eliminated a lot of bots. It eliminated. So I was able to just get in there and just pre-order the Switch 2, and I got it. No problem. The gamers still getting pimped. So next gen pricing is going to be wild. Oh yeah. Let's talk. Yeah, next gen pricing is going to be wild. I'm telling you right now, if the PS5 Pro is anything to go off of, PS5 Pro is almost what, $1,000, I think. I'm telling you right now, these next consoles, because there's already rumors, and I know it's obvious, but the PS6 is talking about releasing in 2027. And I think the Xbox is going to either release next year or 2027 as well. It depends. So, yes, we are about to step into next gen. This gen feels like a filler season of an anime. That's what this gen feels like. Shitty generation. But I would not be surprised if the next generation of consoles and I would also have to throw Nintendo in there now. Nintendo's really surprised me with the prices and stuff like that. So I even throw Nintendo in there. But Microsoft and Sony, I would not be surprised if those next consoles, the next Xbox and the PS6, I would not be surprised that it will range anywhere from $700 to nearly $1,000. I would not be surprised, and I would not be surprised that the base console has no disk drive, or the disk drive is separate. You have to buy it separately. And at that point, you might as well be a PC gamer at this point. You might as well go strictly PC at that point. Because I know I will. I know I will. But before we get deeper into the discussion, before we get deep into it, I got, you know me, we gotta do our normal what we do around here. Let's see. If you want to chat it up with me, Movie Lord, you can check out my X page, man. I talk about all kinds of stuff, not just gaming. I talk about everything. You can hit me up if there's a topic you want me to discuss or look into. Just hit my DMs. And here's the link to the Discord, not the Discord, I meant the X page. And of course, you can check out our custom t-shirt company, Strike and Keo Tees. We have a custom t-shirt business that's here in Philadelphia. We have our own studio, steam press machines and everything. We don't just do custom t-shirts. We do hats, shirts, mugs, wallets, hoodies. And in fact, my brothers have worked on all of my merchandise, especially the keychains for the Varion Killers, Vampire Killers, VK campaign for the launch of my comic book company. So yes, these graphic designs are made by us for graphic designers. So you won't be able to find designs anywhere else and everything. And of course, we got our promoters that promote Venus and Ryan, not just Venus and Ryan Comics, but also Striking KOTs. We'll be definitely going to comic book conventions this summer. So stay tuned for some news about that. And then I'll post a link if you're interested. There's you get a discount on your first purchase. Check that out. If you have a design that you want us to put on a shirt or any type of item, just hit us up. And the quicker you get to us, and the quicker you give us the material or give us the image or whatever you want us to do, we'll get to it right away. So definitely go check it out, man. Next is the Venus and Ryan Comics newsletter. I keep telling you guys, definitely check it out. I got over 100 people who subscribe, which is awesome. And I'm going to keep stressing it out again that it costs you nothing. It's for free. There's a link in the description to the newsletter. And all you do is subscribe. And once I have your email, the perks to having and being part of the newsletter, I will give out discount codes to my website so you can be able to buy, get discounts on certain items that I decide to have up with the discounts codes. You also get free wallpapers. Like, wallpapers are free. You can, like, you have them on your cell phone, your desktop, everything. And also, when I have contests for Venus and Ryan comics, like art contests, video game tournaments and stuff like that, you'll be able to participate. So you can't participate if you do not have or did not subscribe to the newsletter. So check it out. It doesn't cost you a thing. And then, of course, my website, VenusandRyanComics.com. You go to this website here, and I'll post a link to it. And with this website, you'll be able to explore the universe of Venus and Ryan Comics. You get your news, you get your updates, and everything. The site will be uploaded monthly, so there will always be some new information monthly on the website. So right now you have 2 new things on news and updates, and every time you see the new icon, it lets you know that is newly added to the site. So in a couple of weeks, the new icons will be removed from this because they're no longer new. So you'll be able to know when something is new added to the site. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to know what's going on with Venus and Ryan Comics, definitely check this out as well. And if you want to know like backstory about my characters and the lore, you can check out the Paragons of Fate, which right now we have 8 characters, and these characters represent the 8 different series for the Foundation, which is phase 1 of the Venus and Ryan Comics universe. There will be new characters added monthly. So when a new character is added, you will see the new icon pop up near their portrait. And when you click on the characters, you'll get their information and stuff like that. So this will give you the time to get to know these characters, their powers, their backstory, and get involved in the Venus and Ryan Comics universe, which is awesome, man. I can't wait for you guys to check it out. But yes, go to this page and you'll be able to get this information, VenusandRyanComics.com. And also you get to see what comics I do have coming up right now, Varion Killers is the first comic book series right now that's I had a successful campaign and everything. And you better check out the trailer, and you get like a summary of Varion Killers, Vampire Killers, and everything. But we still have more comics coming soon, so you'll start to see this stuff fill in. Like this is the foundation phase 1, but there will be more comics that will show up in extra pages that you can flick through once more comics get added and everything. But right now, Varion Killers, Vampire Killers is the comic that is available. And speaking of that, you'll be able to contact us on the contact page. Have all our social media. If you want to get in contact with my artist, she does commissions as well. You can hit her up as well. You got my brother, you got my dad, you got both my brothers and my dad, and you got me. Of course, you can be able to contact me on these social medias. And then also you got my Gmail, which is Venus Orion Comics as well. So you can be able to do contact me from there. And then last but not least, you have the shop. The shop. I'll read the chats in a second, guys. The shop is where you can get the merchandise and the comics. If you just want to look for the comics, it's easy. Here's your tab right here. You can just hit comics, and there's the comics right here, or digital comics. Yes, we got digital comics too, as well. So you can definitely check this out. Yes, right now you can get cover A. Well, you can pre-order cover A because right now we have more coming in stock. So every time we out of stock, you can pre-order. And when you pre-order, once the comics come in, I ship them out. And when they're all available, then the pre-order will go away once they're all available. But right now, you can pre-order a chapter 1 cover A. But you don't have to pre-order the store cover because we do have some available. The store cover is available. It's an exclusive cover. We'll talk more about that in a second later on during the stream. But this is $20 for the physical. And also you have to remember that when we're doing Kickstarters, when you buy when you back the physical, you get the digital for free. But that's not the case for the website. You can if you want to buy the physical, you buy the physical. If you want to buy the digital, buy the digital. If you want to buy both, buy both. But yes, this is the store cover. This is available right now. You don't have to pre-order. This is available right now. So if you guys want to make a purchase on the store cover, go to the website and get yourself a store cover. There's only 23 available, I think. Yeah, 23 available because 2 people already bought covers because there was about 25, but now we're down to 23. So once these run out, you want to wait for the next wave, which means you have to pre-order the store cover once the next wave come in. So that's just a reminder. And also, when it comes to digital comics are for this chapter, mainly for this chapter, it's $5. It's $5 for Varion Killers, Vampire Killers, Chapter 1. Digital, $5. It's less than a McDonald's meal. So if you're interested in just getting a taste of what Venus Orion Comics has to offer with Varion Killers, Vampire Killers, and you just want to give it a try and see if this is something that you may like, it's only $5. It costs you nothing. So that's pretty much it for the introduction of the website and stuff. But yes, let's get back to the chats for a second here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't care about the full grabs on the game key cards from Switch 2 because I've heard different information from multiple sources. So are they generally summarizing it for me? So all right, this is what the game keys are. The game keys are essentially, they're like a hybrid of digital and physical. It's just a physical version of a digital game. Now, the only difference is with the key card is when you buy the key card, the game is not on the key card. This is only a permission code on the card itself, the cartridge. So once you put the cartridge in your Nintendo Switch 2, you have to access on the internet. You only have to access it one time. Once you access it one time when you first purchase the game, it verifies that you got the permission to be able to play this digital game with this key card. Now, what makes this different from digital games, with the key card, you're actually able to give the card to somebody else. You can loan it to a friend. You can go to the game store and trade it in. So that's the only difference, because with digital games, you can't trade it to a friend. They'll trade it in. You can't loan it to a friend and stuff. So it's like a hybrid between physical game and digital game. It's a digital game with a permission key on the cartridge that needs the internet for one-time access. It needs to access the internet one time to verify, and it's not tied to your Switch too. So that means you're able to trade it, you're able to give it to friends, you're able to sell it, and it's totally fine. So that's something that so it gives, even though it's a digital game, if you're still a physical person, you can still buy a box and have the cartridge in it and stuff like it, have somewhat of a cartridge or whatever like that. You can still have the box and sit it on with the rest of your collection. So that's essentially what the game keys are. So the only game key I want is the one that goes in to their Scrooge McDuck style vault cache. Gaming might be dead in another generation, maybe two. Good thing I woke up early. What's up, Kim? Damn, I walked 6 miles in years. Ain't walked 6 miles in years. Philly is big though. More shit to see while you walk. Yeah, that's why I love it. I've been going down Chinatown. I've been walking from my house down to Penn's Landing in Center City to Chinatown, and then down to the 9th Street Farmers Market to back home. And that's about like a 3-hour walk. Nice walk. Got my headphones on. I'm thinking about being around comics, the YouTube channel. I'm just thinking about all kinds of stuff, brainstorming while I'm walking and stuff like that. Really like it, and I love going at night. I really love going at night. So yeah, that I added Chinatown to my route. So now I walk down Chinatown as well. It extends it even longer to walk. So yeah, it's about a 3-hour walk. I said I was just waiting for Sony announcement the price increase. It's going to happen eventually, Osman. It's going to happen eventually. Already happened in Europe and Australia. Looking for a global announcement though. After the PS5, it's PC for me. I'm just waiting for the $100 base game. The company saw that gamers is all talk. To me, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to be a breaking point. And I think the more and more people buy into these high expensive games, it's going to be an eventual crash. It's all it's going to do is it's going to speed up the crash, in my personal opinion. They're already experiencing signs of a crash, but I think that we're going to speed up into the crash. More and more people buy these higher price games because it's going to be a point to where people say, you know what, enough is enough. And to me, I don't think $80 is that point. I don't think $80 is that point. I think it's going to be the $90 to $100 game that's going to make gamers break and say, you know what, enough is enough. What the Fujin you do? Oh, what's up? What's up, Brad? Yo, what's up, Tarantula? What's going on? It's already. Sorry about what happened to your brother, man. We'll be fine, man. Let's see. I hate how Japan actually going with this price increases with games and systems. Oh, brother, I knew about his dad. There's a story posted on Twitter this Saturday. New episode of Lazarus and 2 episodes of One Piece. Okay, cool. Oh, thanks for the super chats, Cinever. Got my copy of VK yesterday. I like the nod to Japan. Thanks, yeah, awesome, man. We're gonna be talking about some VK later on the stream. So hold on for that. What's up, Angry Canadian? What's going on? Yo, what's up, Calvin? What's up, Roland Dodge? What's up, Rocky? I need to make my wallet very, very fat as soon as possible so I can rebuild my PS2 and PS3 game collection and buy PS4 games. I'm buying the chosen few, the best of the best games, perfect ones. How knowledgeable are you in business acumen, or are you learning every step the way when it comes to selling your books? Good question. We're going to talk about that in a second. When we get to the V's and Ryan Comics segment of the stream, we'll get into the business aspect. I want to talk to you about that. What's up, Neo? If I have to get permission just to use this cartridge at a premium price, nah, I'm good. Those companies can get the fuck out with this nonsense. Oh, hear me out, Aki. You get it too. What's up right now? Game keys are absolute bullshit. We talked about anti-piracy movements that Nintendo was making. I talked about it earlier this year. Yo, what's up, Cavern? Oh, you got your stuff? Awesome, bro. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some VS and Ryan comic stuff and VK later on in the stream. The Black Dragon. I like it. I still haven't watched. I'll probably watch Lazarus when I get a chance. Everything's good. Embrace the Cash. Breath of the Wild for Switch 2 with DLC is $90. You play Expedition 33. It's pretty good. I got these two games that came in. I got the Expedition 33 and Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream. It's a 20-player co-op game. 20-player. It's like Grand Blue Fantasy. It's like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, but Sword Art, pretty much. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to these yet, because I'm trying to finish. I finally got to get some gaming in, and right now I'm trying to finish Grand Blue Fantasy Relink right now. That's me. I can't buy this game for real. For real, games cost too much. Yo, what's up, David? What's going on? He said, I'm doing good. I'm working on Caliber Fighter and stuff. Cool. Larry's good, but if you see episode 3, you can see what I talk about. I can't buy Switch 2 and games are too expensive. Yeah, I definitely understand. I definitely understand. Luckily, I was able to grab one. My dad got one, and Keo got one, and I got one. Strike, he was at work, and he just didn't have time to be able to snag one. Yo, what's up, Rome? What's going on? So yeah, that's what's going on right now. And then now we got wind of Xbox had increased their prices of games, and then the console itself $100. Like, that's crazy. I can't believe they had the balls to do that. How long until Switch 2 gets jailbreak? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't keep up with that stuff. Nintendo greed, and then soon people get out of here. It's weird that I haven't gotten an email for the comic yet, except the digital. Really? Let me see. Send me a DM, Renell. With your emails, I can check. So I can check with check your Google sheet. Let me check the Google sheet. Yeah, Renell, send me that right now, bro. Send me your email so I know who you are. I'm not sure if you have the same email. I don't know, because everybody got different names on social media, but then use a totally different email that doesn't match. So I don't know, and I don't know what name that you're under. You gotta hit me a DM. Let me see that. I want to check it right now. Yeah, because I definitely need to know. Let me see. It's one chip the Nuvu with Switch 2. What's up, Kazama? Xbox games up the price like added so bad. Series S is $299. All right, they want us to go digital. PS6 going 600, no games. What's up, Raku? All right, let me see. All right, let me see. I'm gonna check my dad. I'm checking my sheet right now. Hold up, guys. We're DM me DM me your address, because right, it's telling me that it was shipped a long time. It was part of it was part of the first wave. I'm gonna check my pirate ship shipping. Yeah, well, hold on, guys. I'm gonna answer everything in a second. Let me check. I'm gonna check pirate ship real quick. That was cover D. All right, let me check the cover D's delivered. 1 second, guys. Let's see. 1 sec. That's weird. Let me see. I'm looking through all the data because it was saying that it was shipped out. It was shipped out. Then what the hell happened? If it wasn't, then let me check. 1 second, guys. Let me go. Let me check my other. Was it mixed in something else? Let me check. What was the other cover? Let me check the other category. If not, I'm about to just send it out. That's all. That's weird. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right, hold up. I remember order D day one sent it. I remember order D day one. Yeah, I'm looking. It's saying that it was sent. Wait, hold up. I'm looking through my logs on pirate ship because I don't see your name on pirate ship. That mean I never put you in the I never put you on the delivery log, which means your book is still sitting here, which means I got to ship it out tomorrow. If that is the case, let me check. All right, Chandler. And the best way to find out, when we put it in the tracker, copy this, just paste it in the box. No, thank you. And he's okay. All right, let's see. We have this. 1 second, guys. I'm almost done. All right. Yeah. All right. I guess I gotta ship yours out. I gotta ship yours out tomorrow. For some reason, it was not added into the shipping list thingy on pirate ship. Do not know why. So yeah, I'm about to ship yours out tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. That's weird. Let me go check again. I'm gonna check one more time just in case. Yeah, you're not even popping up on there. All right, let's check the other one more time. Labels. All right, let's check this one more time. And this one is, let's check this. Make sure he wasn't mixed up in the wrong database. Nope, not that. He wasn't in that one either. Let's check this one. Let's see if he wasn't put in cover B. Yep. All right. So I'm about to make. Oh, yep. That's what I want to do. All right. I'll ship yours out tomorrow. Yeah. All right. I'll ship yours out tomorrow. Renal. Don't know how that happened. All right, let me put this here. All right, yours. I'll ship yours out tomorrow. I got to ship a shirt out to another backer tomorrow. So yeah, both your items go out tomorrow. I got you. Price down later. I agree with the prices. Look at what Microsoft damn magic we're trying to do. Yeah, I heard about Polygon. Exactly. Said rip wallets. What's up, Derby? Find it. You can't find a digital comic either. Oh, what the? All right, hold up. All right, I'm gonna see you the digital comic right now. Oh. I'm gonna see you the digital comic right now. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna send you the right now. I'm gonna send you the digital comic tomorrow. I'll ship your cover tomorrow, so you should get a confirmation from there. All right, let me attach the and yeah, that's weird. Yeah. All right, I'm about to hit the submit. Let me copy it. Let me send you the link. All right, let me go check it. Make sure everything's good. All right, let me. Shit. Almost done, guys. I'm just trying to make sure. All right, cool. Copy. All right, send this off. Enjoy. All right, cool. Let me send this. All right, let me know if you got it. Right now, let me know you got it. The digital. So tomorrow I'll ship off your cover D. I'll be shipping that off. tomorrow. So you should be getting it. You should expect a confirmation tomorrow that I'll be shipping it out. That I'll be labeling it, and I'm gonna send it to the post office. So it's only $8 games. I'm gotta be serious. What's up? What's up, Talcum? See, not Karen agree to you. It's done. No worries. Yeah, just check my email. Didn't. Let me make sure you got the. Oh, let me see, because just give it a second, because it would tell me if it didn't go through or not. It would tell me if it failed to go through. And check your spam. Check your spam. Make sure it didn't go into spam or anything. No, man. No, dude. You are a backer. Backers are way more important than what the fuck we talk about with this damn stream. I want to make sure that everybody got what they paid for and back. You just help Mugen out, bringing this up on stream now. Viewers are serious about getting their product. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Got the digital, appreciate it. Oh, there's an old comment. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up with everything. Okay, cool. Yeah, so tomorrow you'll get your cover D tomorrow. Well, I'll be shipping it out. I'll be sending it out. I'll be sending it to the post office tomorrow. So I'll make your label tomorrow, because on Pirate Ship, when you make a label, that's when the notification come out. I learned a lot from this campaign. I learned to never make labels until I'm actually ready to ship, because I didn't know when I make the labels that people get notifications that your package is on the way. I didn't know that. So there's a lot of people that was waiting for packages, and I was just making labels just to put them on a box so I can ship them off later during the week or whatever like that. So yeah, I know this time when I'm ready to ship, make the label. So tomorrow, I'll make your label tomorrow right now. And when I make the label, you'll get a notification instantly that your book is going to be shipped. So once I do that, I'm going to run it down to the post office. Once I run it to the post office, it will ship out to you and everything. So you should expect it. Whatever Pirate Ship tells me, when Pirate Ship will let me know. And plus, when you get the notification, it'll probably let you know how long it'll take. But a lot of people got their packages right away. I love Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship does a good job. It finds the best deals for UPS and USPS, and it lets you know when these packages and how long the person have to wait. And a lot of you guys been getting it in like the moment you get your notifications. A lot of you guys be waiting only a day or two, and like the highest I've seen somebody wait was a week or whatever like that. It's so weird. It says shipped on Kickstarter. No, yeah, because I marked you as shipped. Because I thought I shipped it to you. Because on my Excel sheet, it said it was shipped. But I think I know what happened. On my Excel sheet, what I do is I take the cells. Those who got yellow, it lets me know that I completed the shipping. And then the ones that I left blank is the ones that I didn't ship at all yet. And I think I know what happened. I think when it came time for me to start labeling who is shipped, I think I saw your name, because this would most likely happen. There were some of you guys who had like, you know, cover D and all that type of stuff that I was still waiting on a few books to come in. So I shipped out the first wave. I think you were part of wave 2. And since wave 1 went out, when it was time to put everybody for complete and make yellow, I saw your name and put you yellow along with everybody else, and I forgot to leave myself a note that you wasn't sent out yet. So that's what happened on my part. So it was an error on my part that I had you as shipped when you wasn't shipped, because I had all the cover D's in an order together. So when I put everybody shipped, I also included you and forgot to leave a note beside your name, most likely, that you wasn't shipped and that you was part of wave 2. And that's probably what happened. So that's why I was like, I'm confused. Like, how do you not get it? And I looked at my sheet and said it was shipped, but I probably put you as shipped and never put that reminder that you was part of wave 2 or whatever like that. So when I saw that you was shipped, I never packaged you for wave 2 because I saw you was already shipped. So that was an error on my part. You said I didn't get my copy of Jasmine Panties. Yo, go. Oh, you know my copy. You just got the book. You dirty dog. I was concerned. I'm seeing people get their stuff, and I'm like, and then I was thinking that, did you give me your address? Because there's still like 12 people who I still got their stuff, but they still haven't responded to me. They didn't answer the survey. They didn't answer none of my messages. I'm like, yo, I need your address. There's no address. I look in the database, even on the Kickstarter, I click on their profile. There's no address. There's nothing. So there's still about 12 people who still has no address, and they're not responding to me, and they're not doing anything. So they're just sitting in the packages, just sitting at my studio, boxed up and everything, with no address. So I'm still waiting for them. So then I started thinking that maybe your address, you didn't provide an address or something, but no, it was just a mistake on my part. Even the guy that came and Kate and bought the store variant got their copy for you. And now even the guy that came in. Yes. So yeah. But yeah. So let me talk about that in a second. All right. So if you go to my store, there's two versions of VK that you can get of chapter 1. You can get the VK variant cover chapter 1 A cover right here, because like I said before, after the campaigns are done, you will no longer get access to covers B, C, and D. Those are campaign exclusive. So the only ones that will be available on the store is always cover A. So cover A, this is one that's available. So I got my copy. I can say that I'm looking forward to the next part. I'm curious on the story. Awesome. It blasts me. So yes, on the website, you can pre-order this right now on the website if you're interested, or you can buy the digital for $5. Now, they'll always let you know there will always be a store exclusive cover for each chapter. So chapter 1 got its first store exclusive that's it's only available at my website, which is the store cover, the trigger cover. This is a store exclusive that you're able to get. It's $20. And as I said before, with this cover, what I'm doing with VK and many other books, there will always be like clues and hints, things that foreshadows events, future events, and stuff like that. Trigger obviously means something. What was triggered, you have to discover and theorize for yourself, or as more stories come out, definitely. Yes. All my books will be on Kickstarter. I'll always do like campaigns for Kickstarter with every new chapter. Every new chapter will always have a Kickstarter. So chapter 2 is the next Kickstarter. And I'll give you more news on that. And then when you turn the page, they'll turn the book, Threnody, which is another highlight. And you find out what that is. And as I said, who's this woman right here? And what significance that she has to the story of VK. And also this cross right here as well. And as you can see, there's also a scripture that I made for the Elohim doctrine. And it says, she who weeps without voice shall echo through the paragon's flame. Elohim doctrine, verse 7:14. So yes, there's a lot. There's some things here that you can try to, think about, figure out, and stuff like that. So a lot of my books like that, especially in VK, will have this. So yes, you have Jasmine, you have Hezekiah Draven, Frustrated, and you have Nolan Brett himself. So yes, it foreshadowed things. So that's the store cover. And those of you who are new, yes, anime style. Those of you guys who have never seen this yet, and everything. So just want to show you guys. So yeah. So yes, let's talk about this campaign real quick, because man, this campaign was man, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. When it came to this campaign, man, geez, it's not easy. Running a campaign is not easy, especially when you're first time doing it. The whole point when you planning for a campaign, your goal is to try to eliminate as many variables as possible. So will you put the comic book in stores too, by the way? What's up, Moving Lord? Yeah, eventually I will. I eventually will in the future, but not now. Now, when you start the campaign and you're planning for a campaign, your goal is to try to eliminate as many variables as possible, because anything can go wrong. Anything can go wrong during a campaign. And it was the most stressful from January to now, was the most stress I've ever experienced ever in my life, because I started a company, comic book company, Venus Orion Comics, right? And starting the company, man, my name is on this. My image and who I am, everything is riding on this. And when things go wrong or things go south, I want to be held accountable for it. And that can actually ruin me if I don't handle it a certain way. So it was a lot of stress going into it. You understand how stressful I was feeling. I had a lot of doubt. I didn't think people was going to support it. I had all kinds of negative stuff going in my head, because it's actually happened. I'm actually going out here taking a risk. I never took a risk. I never took a financial risk like this ever in my life. This was a financial risk. And I had so much faith and so much confidence in this universe that I was building and everything. But as I started getting closer to the campaign, I started getting more and more nervous, because what if people don't want? What if people don't like this? What if people don't support this? Because if this fails, it also means that I failed. I see myself as a failure if this fails. And what really started getting me nervous was when I finally did the pre-launch page, Kickstarter page. And normally the pre-Kickstarter launch page will give you an indication of how well your campaign is going to go by people clicking on the notification. By clicking on a notification is letting people know that, yo, I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, I want to click on this. Even if the campaign didn't start yet, I want to click on this because I want to be notified when this gets done. And when I posted that pre-launch page, no one was clicking the notifications. Nobody. For about 2 weeks, for about a week, nobody was clicking on it. So now I'm getting nervous. I'm like, yo, I'm posting it up. I'm doing live streams. I'm letting people know that, yo, click that notification, because it's going to get me at least some early insight of how well this campaign is going to go. And 1 second, guys. Let's see. Most valuable lessons learned. I missed the little promo and advertisement in the comics, although it's a little redundant now. So anything and everything, but you're transparent more than anything. I think your fans really appreciate it. Thanks. I did not expect your name to be Brian Blackson. That is literally the blackest name ever heard, and I'm from Africa. Well, yes. If your name is Blackson, our name is so rare. If your name is Blackson, you're related to me. Michael Blackson. He's from Ghana or Nigerian. I think he's Nigerian. Yeah, he's from Africa. But he's he's an African, he's a famous African comedian. He hangs with Kevin Hart and all of them, and Cat Williams and stuff. That's my cousin. If you type up Michael Blackson, that's my cousin. But yes, if you go back and trace back to our great grandfather or great grandparents, we got it lets you know, yo, we all related. But yes, if you're a Blackson, you're related to me. There's no and, ifs, or buts. If you're a Blackson, you're related to me. Yeah, that's my cousin. And his cousin is Chase Blackson. Now, I met Chase Blackson. I haven't met Michael Blackson personally, but Chase Blackson is Michael Blackson's no, I think nephew. I think. Yeah, I'm related to Michael Blackson. That's my cousin. But yeah, Brian Blackson. Brian H. Blackson Jr. My dad is Brian Howard. H is for Howard. I'm Brian Howard Blackson Jr. It's public. So my name is out there. It's on my comic book and it's on my website and stuff like that. So Brian Howard Blackson Jr. is my name. And my dad is Senior. Is he a pop singer? No, he's a comedian. Michael Blackson. But yes. All right, so yeah. So I was stressing out. I was literally stressing out because I'm like, yo, no one is clicking this damn notification. And we're like almost a week and a half away from launching this damn campaign, and no one is clicking this damn notification button. So now I can't even gauge if people are really interested in this. So I'm getting more nervous. I'm getting nervous by the minute. I am stressing out. Every time I get on stream, I am stressing. So what happened was, let me see. Yeah. So now I had to record my presentation video for it. And my God, man, I was forgetting the lines. I was stressing out so bad. I was getting so frustrated. When my brothers, my dad, and them was recording me and stuff like that, man. I was so stressed. I was messing up the lines. I was fucking up everything. It was just so bad, man. So when the day came from when the campaign opened up, near we got close to it, that's when people started clicking on the notifications. We had about like 64 people that clicked on the notification. And so what happened was the campaign started, and day one I reached $2,000. Now I'm getting motivated. Now I'm getting excited. But that was day one. After day one, it just stopped. Like it just slowed down. Like people weren't backing it. Then you had some people backing, and then they will pull away their backing. I'm like, what is going on? Somebody will back a tier, pull it away. And there was this one person that will back a tier, pull away the tier, don't see them for like a couple days. They will come back a tier, then pull it away again. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is going on here? So we had a couple of people that was constantly backing, pulling away, backing, pulling away. So I was getting really confused with what's going on. So from that Monday through Thursday, it was slow. So I finally got on Hypnotics with the Hypnocast. And shout out to Hypnotic once again, because Hypnotic was the main reason why I reached my goal. So I'm 5 days into the campaign. 5 days into the campaign, got on Hypnocast, and Hypnocast shot me from 2,000 and not it was 2,900 all the way to $4,058. So I reached my goal within 3 hours on the Hypnocast. Like, his crew came through, showed so much love and support. And after the Hypnocast came in and showed support, man, it slowed down. I had 28 days left. I figured within those 28 days, I would at least hit at least 10 to 15K. Because I reached my goal within 5 days. So I was like, yo, I got so many days left to at least hit 10 to 15. But that did not happen. It just slowed down. People just stopped backing pretty much. So I started getting even more nervous because I'm like, man, this thing is not moving. So I'm saying to myself, if Hypnocast didn't pull through, this campaign would have failed, because it was Hypnocast that got me over the finish line. Because after Hypnocast came through, that was it. It just slowed down. It gained no more traction, despite me going on different podcasts, despite me marketing and advertising and everything. So I'm about to get to that in a second. I'm about to get that. I gotta teach you a lesson about crowdfunding and about these campaigns. I'm gonna teach you something, and this is an important question that you asked me, Magavol. I love this because we want to talk about that in a second. So, all right. By the time I got to the end of the campaign, I made it to $7,000. $7,000. So this is something I want you to learn, guys. This is something I want you to learn about campaigns. And if you saw my community page, what's up, Akuma? If you saw my community page, I talked about this already, but I'm gonna talk about it here since you guys more so come through on my streams. Now, there's something I want to tell you guys when it comes to these campaigns and goals. I want to let you know this. Just because an indie comic creator says that his goal is X amount of dollars doesn't mean that's their actual goal. There's two goals. You have the goal, and then you have the goal. So what is this? Basically, when you set a goal, right? What that goal does is when it's reached, it's to generate hype. It's to get everybody enthusiastic and say, hey, this indie comic person reached the goal. Let's see how far we can get them. It's because when they see that, it pushes you in the algorithm when you reach the goal, and it gets other people excited. Say, yo, if this person reached the goal, it must be some hype surrounding this for everybody to help this person reach the goal. So when you set a goal or whatever, the first goal, you're like to answer your question, Magavolve. No, I did not profit off this campaign at all. This campaign was a loss. This campaign was a loss. So the first goal was to make sure what the first goal does is to make sure I'm able to get the comics to you guys. To get the comics to you guys. That money is used for it's to cover the cost of shipping, to get the packaging, get all that type of stuff together, and then ship it out to you guys. And I'll tell you one thing: shipping is what kills. Shipping is what kills everything. It takes a great chunk of the money. Shipping takes a great chunk of the money. And if you got international people, it takes even more of your money. So the first goal is just to generate hype, is to make sure you're able to get these books out to these people and to get people hyped and excited to try to push you even farther to reach your actual goal. Now, I won't discuss how much my book costs because I don't discuss how much I pay my artists. I don't discuss those things. But what I will say this: I did not make the money back from my book. That $7,000 from this campaign did not pay my book back. It didn't even scratch it for chapter 1. It did not pay for it at all. I made no money off this campaign at all. Venus and Ryan Comics made no money off this campaign at all. So to let you guys know, what if I set the real goal? If I would have set the real goal for this campaign, Varian Keller's Vampire Killers would have failed. Essentially, it would have failed if I would have set the real goal. Only the comic creator who set the goals or created the campaign, only he or she knows how much they really need. That number right there is not the real number. When they say when they say the goal is this much, that's not the real goal. That is not the real goal at all. That goal is just to get you there and also to push you in the algorithm, and hopefully that excitement and that hype will actually push backers to get you to the actual goal. You should have been 18,000, but your audience needs to be bigger. Yeah, you said, wee. That's why I'm not worried about making a comic right now. Make this game first. He said you always start at the red first. You'll be in the black after a few years of staying consistent for the love of the game. Really will. Well, I don't get it. Why will you use Kickstarter again? Why not just take it straight to market? No, because what the Kickstarter does is you're giving me money so I can pay for the shipping and stuff like that. Crowdfunding is way better than going to the comic book stores. No one is buying shit from some people are buying from comic book stores and stuff like that. Doesn't make any sense to do that. Does it? Now, trying to do a campaign on my website, that wouldn't even work because I have to use my own money to re-up on books. To re-up on books. But with the Kickstarter, I'm just using the money that you guys put down to get the books and then ship it to you guys. Whatever is left over is what Venus and Ryan keeps. And I take that money to put money into the next book because I'm paying out of pocket. I would never ask you guys to give me money to get a book made. I'm always going to pay. And the goal is to get Venus and Ryan Comics profitable so Venus and Ryan Comics can start paying for this book. But I made no money. Personally, I made no money, which means Variant Killers, Vampire Killers, VK Chapter 2 is going to come out of my pockets once again. And this time it's 74 pages. So you guys are going to be waiting for quite some time for this next chapter because it's coming out of my pocket again. I got to do it all over again. Shipping kicked my ass. I had so many international people who backed this book. That shipping was fucking crazy. And another thing that I miscalculated was the stretch goal. The stretch goal was everybody get 3 free keychains. 3 free keychains, which was Jasmine Mitchell, Tech Lock, and Nolan Brett. Why the hell did I do that? I should have offered 1 keychain. That means you choose out of the 3. But since the keychains were cheap, but as I didn't expect to get as many backers that I did, that shit added up. And since it was a stretch goal thing that you get for free, that came out of my pockets. I had to make 564. My brother had to make 564 keychains. That shit killed my fucking pockets. And I'm a man of my word. If I say that you will get 3 keychains, you're going to get 3 keychains. I can't take that back. I said it to everybody. It was all over my Kickstarter. I couldn't take that back. I'm a man of my word. If I say you're getting 3 keychains, you was getting 3 keychains regardless. So after seeing all that, man, I was like, God damn. Well, Indiegogo is good, and like me going to another site doesn't change anything. If people, it's still dependent on if people are going to back it or not. Plus, Indiegogo is going through something right now. Some people are not, like, for instance, there were complaints that people aren't getting their money, like, you know, the crowdfunding money. They're holding on to the money and they're not giving it to people right away. It's all kinds of issues that's been going on. Also, Indiegogo is also known for censoring and stuff like that. They would check your social media and stuff, and if they don't like what you say, you can't make an account, or they will close your account. But going to a different platform is not going to change my situation. People got to back the book, you know? Yo, you ate all the shipping. Yeah, the shipping killed me. The shipping killed me, man. It killed through most of the money. The shipping it went through most of the money. That shipping, I had a lot of international people. Man, I'm a word. And man is saying, why so serious? Yeah. Don't take that. So you keep them. Over 3 waifu pillows. Yeah, the shipping ate through most of that money. The shipping ate through most of it, man. So when I say that I have a little bit of money left. I have a little bit of money left for Venus and Ryan Comics, but it's not even enough to cover the next comic. So I have to sit on that money. I have to sit on it. So the only way for Chapter 2 to come out fast or to speed the process up is if a miracle happens. Meaning that people love Chapter 1 so much and people are passing the word around and people are going to my store buying the book, or people are buying the merchandise, and that merchandise and everything Because whatever you buy on my website that I'm building up, that's that I can put that towards books to develop these books faster. So the only way for chapter 2 of VK to come out at a reasonable time, and I'm gonna tell you guys, and this is just an estimate. Chapter 2 of VK may not be coming out into maybe to summer or fall of 2026. 74 pages in these pages per page that I'm paying, which I won't give you the amount that I pay per page. But I will say this. For chapter 1, I was paying my artists to do 4 pages a month. If I only do 4 pages a month, you're not going to see that shit into probably summer or fall next year. It depends. Yup, that far away. I'm buying straight off the website for the next book. No. Do not do that. Support the campaign. You got to do the campaign. The books only go. The only reason I need to put them on my website is because you support the campaign. You have to support the campaigns. If you don't support the campaigns, this is not going to happen. That's what the campaigns, and you got to do the campaigns. You got to do the campaigns. Do not ignore the campaigns. Do not ignore the campaigns. You have to support the campaigns. You have to do the campaigns. You have to. If there's no if the campaigns fail, then there's no books going to the store. There's no cover A's going to the store. There's no books going to the store. So you have to support the campaigns. That paid off. Phoenix, right? No, when you pre-order, that covers the shipping. When you pre-order, remember the shipping is all included when you pre-order. That's all included. That's all included. But it was so much international, it just ate through that. It ate through that. What's up, Michael? Got you, bro. You may read the goal if you did the Hittite book instead. Yeah, so what's important to me is that you guys get your books. That's all I want. I want the books in your hand. And like I said, it depends on right now. I have to rely on conventions. 1 second, hold up. You can see panic in your eyes as you state how important campaigns are. So gaming is becoming way more expensive than Xbox joining the game, right? Yo, I'm following you for a long time. I got to be honest. You got to come up with a new plan. This sucks. No, there's no new plan. I'm independent. This is how independent people are. I'm not a corporation. There's no other new plan. This is how it works. If I want to go out and do this on my own, because this is what I'm doing. I'm taking the burden off of you guys. Because I can just ask you guys to give me money so and crowdfund it and give the money to my artists to draw the book. But that means the campaign goal has to be even bigger. You have to understand, with me paying for the book out of pocket, it cuts out the middleman. What do I mean by that? If I don't pay the artist and ask you guys to pay the artist to make the book, the campaign goal has to be even larger because I need the money to pay the book. I also need the money to cover the shipping and the packaging and everything. So a reason why a lot of people do not end up not getting their comic book is because they underestimated how much they actually needed to get a book made, right? So what happened was they may get enough to pay the book, but now they don't even have the money to ship the book, which means they have to pay money out of their pocket, which means that's thousands of dollars that they don't have. Now, no one is getting a book. So I cut that out. So all you guys are paying for is just you're covering the shipping and you covering me getting the stuff for the packaging and everything and sending it out to you guys. So there's no other plan. There's no other plan. I'm taking the burden off of you guys. I'm paying out of pocket for this, so you guys don't have to, because I understand the nightmare behind crowdfunding. A lot of people don't trust crowdfunding because people give a lot of these campaign creators, these comic book creators, or not even just comic book creators, but people who start these campaigns and they walk away with the money, or they don't even walk away with the money. They spent through the money because they thought they had enough. And then what they do is they lie to the backers and say, oh, the book is coming. It's coming soon, when there's no book coming because they spent through the money, or they actually needed more money or whatever like that. They underestimated how much they actually need or whatever. So a lot of people don't like doing crowdfunding. I wanted to alleviate that from you guys and say, hey, you don't have to worry about a book not being done. The book is already done. You just putting money down to ensure you get a copy. That's all you have to worry about. So yes, there's no other way around this. I'm independent. I'm not a corporation. I'm just one person. I'm paying out of pocket. There's no shortcut to this. That's just the reality of this. There's no shortcut to this. So the only way for these books to come out any faster is that a miracle got to happen, meaning that people are buying my comic book from my website right now, VK Chapter 1 right now. People are buying merchandise right now. People are at comic book conventions that I'm going to buying my book. That's the only way that I'm able to speed this process up. That's the only way. My bad, I'm drunk. Could have been said as much smells. So the venture, a failure, or success. So right now, the success is that I was able to get my comic out there. But as far as financial gains, I gained nothing. I gained nothing. And I'm just being I'm a transparent dude. Just to let you guys know, I made nothing from this campaign at all. I made nothing. I didn't even make the money back from this book at all. You know, so I gotta try again. And hopefully chapter 2 will fare out better. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that sucked was I tried the YouTube ads. That shit, I wasted $200 on that. That shit did not work. Like when I was putting out the trailers and stuff like that to get people to click on the campaigns and stuff, no one clicked on that. No one clicked on it. So that my ad had got like nearly 60,000 views and not one conversion. So I wasted $200. And then when people clicked on a notification on the pre-launch page, out of the conversion, out of 64 people, only 8 people backed the campaign. Out of 64 people, out of that clicked the notification, only 8 people out of that. Certain creative new stuff never comes out for years. Gaming is more expensive, and also too, you also have to understand, when you crowdfund a book, when people give you money so you can get a book made, you won't see that. Most times you won't see that book until the next year. I cut that out with what I did. Me paying for the book, what that did was you didn't have to wait a whole year for the book to get done. You guys, the moment the campaign ended in February, everybody got their books by April and May. So you didn't have to wait long. You got your books right away because the book is already done. Doing it the other way, you still got to wait an entire year most of the time before you're able to see the damn book. So I cut that situation out. I cut it all out. Even that comes with territory in your own business, but that's how I respect you, Lauren. Respect the grind, love, and the hustle. Regular corporations don't. Would you do it again? Are you proud of yourself? Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm doing chapter 2. I'm not stopping. This is what I want to do. I told you, this has always been my dream. V's and Ryan Comics has been my dream. V's and Ryan in general is my dream. So I'm not stopping this shit. I'm gonna keep this shit going until it eventually succeeds. Even if the next campaign is a loss on my part, I'm gonna keep going. I want to keep going into it until it succeeds. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that a big audience. I don't have a big audience and stuff. And people choose what they want to. People choose what they want to support. People choose what they want to support. So as I said before, you got some campaigns where this is what I noticed. I noticed that if you draw big ass and big titties, this is the thing. There's three different things. There's three different ways to go about it. Venus and Ryan Comics, I didn't push Venus and Ryan Comics as a culture war platform. It wasn't a culture war token. Venus and Ryan Comics, I care about telling stories. I care about creating my own worlds. I'm not trying to battle against Marvel. I'm not trying to fight against DC. I'm not even trying to fight against wokeness. I just want to create stories. So I sold it on just merit alone. If you fuck with Venus and Ryan Comics, you fuck with it. I want you to be interested in my characters. I want you to be interested in my stories. But then you have other people who go the other route. Campaigns where you got people with campaigns where the chick on the front cover got big ass titties, big asses. Those campaigns make thousands and thousands of dollars because sex sells. Guys like to see hot chicks. So I could have did something like that. You put Jasmine on the front, sold you fan service to sell the book. But I didn't want to do that. I could have did all kinds of things to sell this book, to get people to buy this book. So you have to decide where you just create horny shit or you sell horny shit on the front cover and niggas come through and just back it just because it's horny. And then you have the other side. The other side is culture war. You sell your comic book as I'm trying to fight the culture. I'm trying to make a difference, in the comic industry to fight against wokeness and all this other type of stuff. Your comic book is going to make money. Your comic book is going to make money because people buy into that stuff. People buy into the culture war. People buy into horny shit. So I could have went either one of those routes, but I didn't want that because both of those routes can fall apart, especially the culture war side. Because if you sell your shit on culture war, the culture war can end at any moment, and then your shit is no longer relevant. Or you can have an opinion as a creator within the culture war space that others may disagree with, or you may piss somebody off within that space because you may have a different opinion in them, or your opinion doesn't check with your political bias, and then all of a sudden no one wants to support you no more because your political view may have shifted, or you said something that people did that doesn't align with their bias. You get what I'm saying? So that can just fall apart. They can just snatch it from right underneath you. So I want to be in some Ryan Comics. I want people to fuck with this based off of merit alone, not because big ass titties. Even though my stuff had fan service in it, but what I'm saying is, you got creators. All their comics is just chicks with big ass titties. All their comics is just chicks with big ass titties. That's it. Nothing else. That's the selling. That's the selling point. So, or culture war. And I didn't want to do either of those. Yeah, I did make a smaller book. Chapter 1 was 28 pages. It can't get any smaller than that. And with chapter 1, I got fans who were saying that, man, I really love the book, but it was too short. It's too short. So I got to do longer length so it can hold you off until I get the next books ready. There's no way around it. There's no way around this. Until it succeeds. I love the way you frame that, and not until can't anymore. I hope the best. Thanks, man. And when we get extra, honestly, if I did something like Mugen Lord, I'd rather have a small audience. If it goes medium or big, oh well. Goon bait, big boos make money. Don't need smell all the time. Sexiness sells, ugly repels. The second campaign is always the hardest to be careful. Make sure you have a strategy. Well, the thing is, the second campaign, all right, the stats is this. When it comes to second campaigns, they normally say that your second campaign don't do as well as your first campaign, which that's alarming. That's scary as fuck because I'm doing 74 pages. But that's determined on how well you campaign. It's how well you advertise. I got to hit the ground running. I got to hit conventions. I got to make videos. I got to get on other podcasts. I got to advertise to get people interested. That's the only way. And then the backers who enjoyed the book, hopefully they do their part and tell people about it. You look at Common America. I knew nothing about Common America, but everybody talked about Common America to the point that I had to go find out what it was all about. So those who like VK, hopefully everybody who like VK tells everybody about it. That's the only way this can actually work and actually help. If people enjoyed it, tell people about it. Make reviews about it. Do anything that can possibly help Venus and Ryan Comics and help VK Chapter 1 sell. That's the only way that I can be able to get Chapter 2 out is if everybody start buying Chapter 1, even after the campaign is done. That I have people coming in buying Chapter 1. That's the only way I'm able to take that money and put into it. You know? I'm not even worried about brick and mortar right now. Brick and mortar is not going to increase the sales of my book. So not only that, I'm paying the utility bills and paying for all those other type of things, and then now I have to sell my book or what like that. And if no one's buying a book, then I'm just paying bills for nothing. So I ain't thinking about brick and mortar no time soon. You get what I'm saying? It'd be cool. You need some money. You can branch out though and give us a little hentai every now and again, maybe, please. Well, I will do some hentai comics in the future. That's never off the table. But that costs money. I gotta pay for that. So I have to make a choice. Like when I'm doing my comic book, right, and I'm spending my own money, every month is a decision. Should I pay my artist to work on the pages, or do I pay my artist to create promotional work to advertise Venus and Ryan Comics? This shit costs money. I wish I was rich. I really wish I had the money like that, where I'm going to take my money and have so many things going on working at one time. But it's just I don't have the money, to that extent to where I'm able to just spin it like that. I don't have that. Now if the first campaign blew up, it would, like I said, if you look at my video, I said, what did I say in my video, the campaign video? I said that the Venus and Ryan Comics and VK, the first campaign is going to set the momentum and decide the future of Venus and Ryan Comics moving forward. And it did. And what it did was, I got to do it again from scratch and pay out of my pocket again. So now it determined the momentum that you got to wait longer for the next book. And that's just the reality of it. There's no shortcut to this. That would probably be the safest, not gonna lie. That would be me. And no shame in my game. I want smoke straight up. I know, man. There's a love for that. All right. Yeah, it was a little too short. I was wanting more. Yeah, and a lot of you guys say you wanted more. So I can't just do another 28 pages. I had to do a bigger length, and there's so much story to tell. Man, writing a comic book is hard. It really is hard because you have whatever story you're trying to sell, you got to tell it within that limited amount of pages. And then you have to make sure that it fits right. It makes sure that it fits in the panels and stuff like that. So so for chapter 2, I'm trying to explain some things in here, and there's no way to squeeze that in 28 pages. That's why the shit is 74 pages. There's a lot of things that needs to be covered, and there's no other way. There's no other way to be able to shave shit off. It took me to 74 pages. Or you go to Caligula. Remember, X-Men went the route because it was about raising. When you say merit, what do you mean? Some type of propaganda has to sell it. Yeah. Like I said, what's going on with the indie comic space is nothing but culture war shit going on. A lot of people selling their shit through fighting against the culture war. And if you want to, if you look at YouTube, you look at social media and stuff, that's why you got a lot of grifting going on, because people eat this culture war shit up. That's why it's so much grifting going on. So if you do the same thing in the comic book space and say, hey, I'm fighting against wokeness, I'm doing this, that, and the other, or I'm trying to take down, or I'm trying to compete with Marvel and DC, people won't buy that shit. People's gonna buy it. He's doing his job right. If he's leaving, you want more though. That's why you think he hasn't finished that last? Why you think he hasn't finished that last book? He got Father and Rich all, and now he thinks he's a TV show writer. You could charge people to use your toilet, brick and mortar. Or are you thinking about going brick and mortar as well? Man? Hands slow and steady, brother. Just roasting them. It seems looks it got some competition. But, all right. Well, we'll go. Yeah. So, dude. So it was. So then this is what happened after this. So I started shipping out the books. The books started going out for the first wave. So now I'm preparing the second wave. So the people got the first wave, right? People started taking screenshots, tagging me in tweets saying they got the books. And then out of nowhere, one person said, hey, something is up. Like, I read the digital, but I'm looking at the physical. The pages are out of order. The pages are out of order. So I'm like, what do you mean the pages are out of order? So they sent me a video. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? So the printing company, Mixam, they fucked up all of most of cover A's. So now I sent out cover A's in wave 1, and there's a chance that somebody got a misprint where all the pages are out of order. So now I'm like, oh my God, what kind of luck is this shit? It's because now, if no one reports this and people read the book, they're going to actually think that's part of the story, and that's how the story flows, which makes my book look bad. It makes VK look bad, and it makes Venus and Ryan Comics look bad. And then I had somebody else follow up and say, yeah, he said, oh my God, I'm glad I've seen this post, because I was thinking that this was the flow of the story. So I was like, oh my God. So now I had to go in my stash and start looking through and start going through the cover A's, and oh my God, a lot of them were all misprints. So you had some people who got a good cover A, but then you had a random batch of people who got misprinted cover A's, because cover B, C, and D are perfect. There's nothing wrong with covers B, C, and D. So I'm like, oh my God. I said, how did this fucking happen? So I had to halt fulfillment. I had to go and to wave 2 and rip open all the packages that I already labeled and check all the cover A's. And guess what? All the cover A's that I was about to send out for wave 2 were all misprints. So I'm like, oh my God. So I had to tell everybody on Kickstarter, social media, my community tab, my Discord, that, yo, I have to halt fulfillment because Mixam had fucked up cover A's. And I said, guys, I'm going to make this right. I am so sorry. So I had a convention coming up. I have a convention coming up tomorrow. I had to pull out. It was because when I went to my convention stash that I was going to sell cover A's at the convention, all of them was misprint. So I lost money. I lost fucking money. So I had to pull out from the convention because all of my cover A's were all misprints. So I'm like, what is going on? I said, I can't fucking believe this shit. So I said, what the hell am I going to do? So I called, I hit them up, Mixam, told them, like, yo, thanks to you guys who sent me videos and pictures to prove my case. So they had to send me out another batch, and they said, and they didn't even give me a date of when they're going to send me another batch of cover A's that they fucked up. So I said, man, now everybody gotta wait until I get these cover A's. So that's when I said, let me check. I said, oh shit, I gotta check my cover A's for my store. So I had to go into my inventory for my store, and lo and behold, all my cover A's were perfectly fine. So this is what I did. I sacrificed my cover A's from my store inventory and gave it to my backers. And that's what I did. So all my backers had got replacements. So wave 2 was no longer postponed. I was able to replace all those wave 2s, and those who got the misprints that reported it, I was able to ship that out alongside wave 2. And that's how I was able to correct that. But I'm still waiting for more people to report to me if they have a misprint, so I can ship those out to them, the correct one. So I hit them up and I told them, I said, yo, man, I said, even though that you're sending me this, these corrected cover A's, I still gotta pay for shipping. I have to pay to reship a book out that your guys fucked up. So if I appreciate y'all giving me the book, can y'all reimburse me in some way? They said, well, we can't do that. You either get the shipment that we send to you, or we just give you the reimbursement. So I had to take the shipment. If I took the reimbursement, that means I had to find another comic book printer, and their quality might be totally different than the quality, and it may even be inconsistent when I resend it out to the people who who had a misprint, and I would still have to wait for them to do the books. And you still have to wait. So I was like, fuck it. All right, just give me the reprints. And I would never use them again. So then my artist went online, started checking through Reddit and started checking every place. Come to find out that they're known for this. They're known for big orders, because cover A was the biggest order. It's over 100 books. And the bigger the order, the more they fuck it up. Yeah, man. So hold up. Let me comic shops around the country are shitting in the bed right now, and you moving to do it no way. Yeah, I don't think Martin's gonna finish. I like my vanilla story sometimes. No, he's gonna die of high cholesterol. He'll not. So that's them. And we just try to catch up. Ain't gonna be messed up. Those misprints will be worth it if you make it big though. Yeah, they will be worth it when Vince Ryan Comics blow up. Oh damn, bro. I bet you were pissed. I was fucking pissed. How many was it? It was pretty much like over 50 A's was fucked up. Over 50 of them. I don't need. I did a bad job. Pay me again. Are you going to use them again? They did be dirty. In July, he's going to. Okay, pretty bro. Oh no, I'm good. I'm not doing represent. Wish there was a way to sue Vixen for that. You shouldn't be paying extra money for shit to be messed up. Just random house available. Yeah, so you want to sell the misprints? Well, people are telling me to sell the misprints like at conventions, sell them at a lower price. Sell them at a lower price and tell them about the value of it, because a lot of people who collect books saying, yo, those are worth something. When Vince and Ryan Comics blow up, misprints will be worth a lot of money. That's why I'm telling you guys, if you got the misprint, and when I send you a replacement, don't throw your misprint away. Keep that misprint. Just keep it when I send you a replacement book, like I sent everybody else their replacement books. Keep your misprints. I recommend that that for your second campaign, you bundle digital at first of the first chapter, so that you know what's going on for new backers. Yeah, so yeah, man, it was something, man. This was a stressful campaign. My family helped me out. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters. My brothers, their company, Strike and Keel Tees. They did the merchandise, they did the keychains and stuff. And my mom and my dad and everybody and my sister, they helped package the books. I labeled the books and I did the stream where I was putting the books in the sleeves. I handled that part, but they did the packaging part of it and stuff. And yeah, man, it was. So what did the misprint look like? The misprint is just the pages are out of order. Like, give you a perfect example. I'll give you an example. So you see this page right here? You see this page right here? This page was on the second fucking page. And all the other pages were out of order. They was just all jumbled up. So the story made no sense. And now, since it's out there, I'm gonna have people that's gonna believe that's the story, man. So they fucked that up. So yeah, man, it's just life, man. It's just life. Yeah, so right now with my artists, we have some let me bring this up real quick. And I'm a fighter. I don't give up. So I know Venus and Ryan Comics is going to succeed. So I'm not even worried about that. Now I'm not. Now that I know how campaigns work, I'm planning everything a bit different. I'm preparing a bit differently. So I won't be nervous or I won't be stressing out next time. I was stressing out because this is my first time. Now that it's over and I know how to manage this stuff now, I'm gonna be better prepared for the next campaign. And not only that, with the whole represent thing, for stars, I don't want represent logo on my book. It's Venus and Ryan Comics. I don't want represent on my book. For starters. 2, represent gets a portion of what you make. From what I heard, he gets a portion of that. Why the fuck would I do that? Because they handle the shipping. They would handle the marketing. They would handle all that stuff. Why the fuck would I do that? Venus and Ryan Comics, we'll do fine. We'll manage. Let's see. My book. Venus and Ryan Comics. Oh, here we go. Let me see. I'm just grabbing something for you guys. This was a stream. Fuck would I do? Fuck would I do that? Come on, is it streamed? Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking one. That's why I'm on the wrong folder. God damn it! I do that. Oh, do that. All right. Well, it's not in this folder. Oh, okay. One second, guys. I'm trying to, was it wallpapers? Roster. All right, here we go. I found it. Yeah, so right here, these are characters that my artist drew. These are characters that's going to appear in chapter 2. So I will be doing a reveal as we get closer to chapters 2, campaign and stuff like that. So around July, I will reveal the first character, and probably every other month will be another character, or every 2 months reveal the next character and stuff like that. So it'll give you time to figure out and guess who these characters may be. Good. You say, get good, getting good. That would be, yeah. Is it? Oh my God, crazy. He's that, yeah. Yellow Flash campaign that set the variant covers and shirt is over $400. They blew my mind at that represent. That Yellow Flash dude. Yellow Flash ain't making money off that book. I'm telling you that shit right now. He's not making money off that damn book. I'm telling you right now. And that $100,000 is not the real goal. I'm telling you that right now. That $100,000 for the Mighty Golden Patriot is not the real goal. And then on top of that, Yellow Flash had gave Dillard 40% ownership over the Mighty Golden Patriot because he didn't want to pay Dillard up front. He was being cheap. He didn't want to pay the artist up front. So what he did was, to avoid paying him up front, he gave him 50% or 40% ownership. So as you understand, not only did he with the Ripper send, Eric's going to get paid off of that. So not only that Ripper send going to get a percentage off of that damn book, Dillard gets 40% off of that damn book as well. Yellow Flash ain't making shit off of that. And as I said before, that $100,000 is not the real fucking goal. I'm telling you that right now. Do not fall for that shit. That $100,000 late. I'm telling you from a Kickstarter person who started their own campaign. And then, as I said before, I'm in the circle of other indie comic creators, and we talk, and they even talk about, if you ever see somebody sell have a campaign, right? A comic book campaign, and you see that their campaign is $500, that's not the real fucking goal. That's not the real goal. So I'm telling you right now, Mighty Golden Patriot is not $100,000. That is not the real goal. That, like, he needs more than that. But on top of that, like I said before, Eric gets the trim off the top where Ripper's in, so he gets to get a portion, and then Dillard gets 40% of that. He ain't making shit off of that. It was a nice selling. If this was the 90s, selling your book would be walk in the park. Yeah, I agree. All you haters take the monies the Eric July's rented property will suffer his wrath. I don't believe that for a second. Here's my new Ripper character. He's a mermaid. Oh my God. Yellow Flash could have had $500,000 in campaigns. And how much is he made? Like, where's he at now? Like, if let me put it this way, the selling point for Ripperson, and I'm giving you my honest opinion. This is not even a hate. This is not anything. This is my criticism or whatever. The whole point of the Ripperson was Eric had to tout that, yo, I'm a success. You know what I'm saying? I sold what, 3.7 million for the first ISOM. Then I sold what, 2.5, I think, for the second ISOM. And then I think Yara was 1.7 or 1 point something, and I think Alpha Core was 1 point something. There was a decline. Each comic that was coming out, there was a decline. So as that decline was coming, hey, if I'm going to do Ripperson, I better do it now. Because if you look at the Ripperson advertisement, it touts how many books he sold. So if anybody want to get on that platform, people say, yo, this nigga sold millions of dollars. If he sold millions of dollars, there's a possibility that I can actually grow and make a shit ton of money because he's a proven success. But each book declined or whatever. So now, with Yellow Flash's case or whatever, Yellow Flash one, the book took too long to come out. Two, there was too much beef going on between Comicsgate and the Rippaverse side of things. Too much beef. And you also have to understand, a lot of support and a lot of those millions of dollars came from the Comicsgate side showing some support. But once that beef happened, a lot of the Comicsgate people pulled out and went with EVS. A lot of EVS people left and pulled out. So now, whatever whatever the Golden Patriot was potentially supposed to make, because Yellow Flash has a big audience. Everybody knows who Yellow Flash is. Yellow Flash would have made at least $1 million, at least 500,000 to $1 million. And I'm being generous with that. He could have probably made more because Yellow Flash has a pretty big base or whatever like that. And on top of that, he has the support of Eric. He has the support of like Geeks and Gamer and all of them and stuff like that. And at the time, he would have had the support of EVS's crowd that would have backed the book on the strength of EVS. But now what? It's 3 years later, 4 years later, that EVS crew pulled away. There's a lot of infighting on that side. And as far as the selling point of books being sold, they're not pulling, like I said, I don't know the data outside of the campaigns, but from the campaign's point of view, the books ain't bringing in millions like they used to. Ice on 3 is about to close. It didn't even touch $1 million at all. So now, with the whole Ripper Sin thing, and also Razor Fist also talked about how he didn't want to do the Ripper Sin because he was, I think his partner was saying that they would have to make over $1 million in order to see a profit if they would choose Ripper Sin. So I'm not going with that. Everybody keeps suggesting I use Ripper Sin. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Ripper Sin. One, I don't want the Ripper Sin logo on my stuff. It's Venus and Ryan Comics all day, baby. Two, he gets a portion of that money. So if my campaign, whatever I make with my campaign, he's going to get money from it. I want to be Venus and Ryan Comics need as much money as it can in order to sustain itself, in order to make more books. I'm not splitting that shit with anybody else. I'm not splitting this shit with anybody else. It's smart that Eric does Ripper Sin. So if he's not making comics, he can publish other people's stuff. But I'm not using that. Can't wait to see this. I paid $55 for Ice on 1 just for it to later be sold for $5 instead of represent. Is the same with Critical Drinker and his movie. Not even 1% of his audience backed this campaign. God damn. I bought 2 copies of Ice on 1 and 2, sent the pair to my brothers. He hasn't talked to me on phone since, only text. Shut the fuck up, send the pair. Shut up. He said, stop after Yara. It just wasn't good. The more I think about it, now it's bad with Rippaverse. Being around your audience is gamers, so you can ignore Eric in that community. Movie Lord not doing so. Don't ask him for spit. People need to realize that comic book audience is comic book readers, not necessarily just YouTube viewers. Yeah. And I already knew that a lot of you guys, like my YouTubers are gamers. Like my viewers, most of you guys are gamers. So I wasn't surprised that my campaign wasn't going to do tens and hundreds of $1,000s. That's unrealistic because a lot of you guys, my viewers, aren't comic book readers or whatever. And if you're manga readers, you're not buying mangas. You read them for free online. So I wasn't like, that's why I wasn't surprised. So I have to build an audience from scratch, and I appreciate your guys' support. And I love the fact that you guys want to stick around and show support for Venus and Ryan Comics. And there's a lot of you guys who say, yo, I never bought a comic a day in my life. This is my first comic. I want to show support. And I love you guys for that. And you guys and you guys saying you're going to stick around for this. I love you guys. So what Venus and Ryan Comics have to do, I'm actually building from scratch. I have to build. I have to capture comic book readers because my own YouTube community, they're not comic book readers. They're gamers. They're not comic book readers. They may be a little bit of people that may read comics, but overall, they're not comic book readers. So I wasn't expecting a complete conversion from my viewers to backies. That was not happening. I was not expecting that. Oh yeah. I'm not lying. Maybe it's just coincidence. I don't dislike Uncle E more Ripper, but I can guarantee you that more of your audience read your work than the audience. Oh, thanks, Roy. The best traction of comics is giving out review copies to people who do YouTube reviews. In my opinion, no, I'm already playing that. I got some YouTube people, some promoters that I gave out a copy to. I should be hearing from that in a sec. I should be hearing from them soon too. But yes, I definitely going to be doing that, giving out copies to reviewers to review the book and stuff like that for my first book and stuff. So I buy manga after I read them. He said I back books from people I stumble across accidentally all the time. Since your audience are gamers, why can't you do visual novels? You got the artist. That's the hardest part. And visual novels cost fucking money. That shit it costs more than making a physical book. This shit costs money. This shit costs money. That shit is not cheap. That shit is not cheap, man. I'm a gamer. Been gaming since the 90s, man. I even never stopped gaming. Yeah. There's no shortcut around this. There's no shortcut around any of this stuff. How? One, whenever I'm doing a visual novel, I still got to pay my artist to do the book. I told you that my campaign, I didn't make anything back because the book itself is expensive. I still got to pay my artist to do the book. That in itself is expensive. Then on top of that, you just don't make just a visual novel. You got to add bells and whistles to it, which means I have to get somebody or hire somebody who can make the visual novel look as presentable and as engaging as possible. That shit costs money. That shit costs money. Yes, this stuff is not easy. This stuff is not easy, man. And I learned the reality of once I started this comic book company, I learned the reality of all this shit. This shit is not simple. When you start doing this stuff yourself, you start to see how the game works. Yeah, I can learn to make it, but you know how long it takes? That takes a minute. That takes a minute to do. You don't just do it. You can't just learn it overnight. You got to understand, I'm not just a comic book writer. I'm also a YouTuber. I'm also a streamer. I'm a full-time dad. On top of that, I'm a 3D hentai animator who also makes 3D hentai movies, who has a large following from there. This shit, like I have to spread myself across, and I have to. So on top of that, now I have to learn how to do visual novels. On top of all that, I have to make time for that. And the more and more, and then I have Discords I have to still run. I have Patreons I have to run. It's a lot of shit. And then the more and more shit I keep adding onto my plate, I eventually want to start hiring people to manage this stuff. This stuff costs money. This shit costs money. Yeah, being independent. Yeah, man, I'm not a corporation, man. I got zero time to spare. I got zero time to spare. So what you see right here is my characters that's going to be revealed for Vampire Killers Chapter 2. We will begin. Me and my artists will begin Chapter 2 development in July. I had to push it a date. From June to July because there's still some. My artists have to get together and create the environments for the comic and stuff like that. Because she's like, if you look at VK, there's some 3D. She used 3D for certain things, for certain backdrops and stuff. She's a 3D architect, so she builds a lot of her. She builds a lot of the backgrounds and stuff like that. So she has to, in June, um, constructing District C, District B, Center City District, and then the underground channels that connects from B to Center City for where Young Wrath will be traveling through in the next chapter and stuff. And then she has to make the loading dock district. So she's doing that all in June. So we have to push that back. So once she finished that, then we step into the development of chapter 2 in July. You said fully independent, like Tom McDonald. When you link up with, you will see a lot of new eyes on your book. I'm excited for you. Oh yeah. Well, I did link up with JJ. When I linked up with JJ when the campaign started, I had to hit JJ back up because I did Hypnocast. I linked up with JJ. I linked up with Katie Did. I linked up with Leon. I linked up with Renowned. I linked up with LG. I linked up with Tyler. Who else? It was a lot of you guys I linked up with during the campaign. So now the campaign's over, I'm definitely gonna link up with JJ again. I'm gonna hit JJ up sometime this week and find out when I can, we can fit in the slot for me to talk about the book and stuff like that, the website and stuff like that. I was super surprised to see you when it showed because I started following you way back. Yeah. I like JJ. I like his content and stuff. It was Sifting Through the Trash series. I love the intro to that. And it popped up on my recommendation, and I watched him, and I was like, "Oh man, his content is pretty cool." So I became a fan of his content, and then I hit him up and say, "Hey, would you be up for me coming onto your platform to talk about Varion Killers, Vampire Killers in my campaign?" He's like, "Yeah, man, like come on through." So yeah, definitely. I definitely want to do that again. So I'll probably talk to JJ this week and see what we can do. Almost anyone. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. But this campaign was not a joke, man. It was not a joke. And into your games. Yeah, man. So yeah, she's working. All right, I'll give you. Let me see what I got here. Let me go back to my Twitter real quick and show you. I'll show you what she's working on. I posted on my Twitter. One second, I gotta scroll through. Shit, how far back was it? Damn. Here we go. I'll show you guys. Let me go back. All right, so here we go. This is what she's working on right now. She's working on a 3D background. This is gonna be something she's working on for chapter 2 of VK. That she's putting together, and stuff. And then once she's done, she makes it into a comic book. She makes a comic book. She put it in comic book graphics, like anime graphics and stuff like that blend it in and stuff. So yes, this is what she's working on. This is something that she's working on for chapter 2 of VK. So you'll be able to see that in the works and everything. Yeah, she does 3D as well. She does Blender and everything, and she does 2D animation as well. Time to put your big boy pants on since you have an audience of gamers make games. We'll talk about all the Tell company with the balls in the court. They cry. Yeah, Venus and Ryan games I will be doing at some point. Games are even more expensive than comics. But when it comes to games, I will be crowdfunding to get my games done. There's no me paying out of pocket to get a game done. No, it's too expensive. So I will be doing crowdfunding for that. It's just that I would have to in order for you guys to back my game, I have to build a demo, a build to show you the game, which means I have to hire people. That shit costs money. I'm going to hire a team, get a team, pay these people, and put together a demo for you guys to show off in the trailer, so you have an idea of what I'm going for a game. That shit costs money. And so my goal was to get Venus and Ryan out there through comics, make money from comics, and then take the comic money too, and then invest and start Venus Ryan Games. And then with Venus Ryan Games, eventually I can get into animation, like actually doing anime and stuff. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it would kill. My 3D ass, you don't need to build. Very common for webtoons and manga. Yep. So this stuff costs money, man. And I'm not getting any younger. I'll be 40 in 2 years. I'm not getting any younger. But yeah, man. This was one hell of a journey. It was one hell of a ride. And I'm not giving up on this. And I wasn't even, I'm not even upset or disappointed that I didn't like make any profit off of it. I'm just happy that you guys got the fucking books. I just want to hear your opinions and what you think of the damn stories. That's all I care about. Like because I have faith that eventually that this is going to become something big. So I'm not worrying about that. I'm just more frustrated that I don't have the money to get this stuff out here faster for you guys. That you guys have to wait longer to get to this stuff. I can't wait to do Ultra Squad X. I can't wait to do Siona, the Dice Art Champion Siona. And I can't wait to do, Neo Suit Johnny and the Great Samaritan and Omni Protocol, Adrenaline, Viper and Cobra, But that stuff costs money, and I don't have it like that when it comes to the business. When it comes to this business, I have to go. What you consider? I mean, a lot of people say it looks like manga. Like, I don't care what people call it. If you like it, you like it. I don't care. You can call it a fucking manga for all I care. If you like it, I just care if you like it or not. Now you see how the companies feel. Yeah, this shit costs money, man. This shit costs a lot of money. The thing is, I'm one person. I'm not a corporation. Corporations get investors. They get all those type of things. Me, I'm just one person. So my dream is to get a team one day. I want to get a staff. But staff costs money, Don't make a profit and people don't care. Oh yeah, for sure. So like, and my goal was when I went into this that I didn't want y'all to take the burden. I wanted to take all the risk, and I wanted to take the burden. I just wanted you guys to know that, hey, I can get a book. Hey, I know that this book is coming. You're not waiting 2, 3, and 5 years for a book. You know that this book is coming because the book is already done. So I wanted to clear that from your minds. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to know that you can trust me. You know what I'm saying? With your money. And that was the whole thing that held me back from wanting to do Kickstarter and stuff, because that's a tough order to ask. Hey guys, you think you can give me some money so I can do this? That's a tough order to ask people. So I wanted to eliminate that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do that. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll pay it myself. You know what I'm saying? And to get this out here for you guys. So no matter how long it takes for it to finally become profitable, I'm going to do it. Just that simple. Okay, is looking too anime. What's too anime? I'll be 40 next month, and I can't believe it. Damn. 40s club right there. He said, who cares what people think? Dudes complain about characters looking too anime. What is too anime? People complain about everything, dog. Like when I first started this shit, I had some people bitch and complain that I didn't have enough black characters. I had people bitch and complain that my female characters are too safe. Then I had some people bitch and complain that my female characters are too sexualized. You can't satisfy everybody. Make the shit that you want to make. Just make it. If people's gonna fuck with your product or fuck with your vision, then they're gonna fuck with it. And those who don't. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Do what you do. Create what you want. Don't let nobody dictate your vision. It's your fucking vision. They're either gonna ride with you or they not. So I don't let nobody dictate what I make. If this is the idea that I have, I want to tell this story, then I'm telling this fucking story. If this is the character design that I have for this character, that's the design that I have for this character. Definitely looking forward to more evolved. Yeah. Like this is my life at this point. Being Ryan Comics. Now, what my dad did say, my dad's retiring from work soon, and my dad said that when he retires, right now my dad owns like 5 houses, so he got his property and stuff up, and he's getting his properties up so he can make money. And he said he wants to invest in Venus and Ryan Comics. So my dad invests in Venus and Ryan Comics, he's actually invested in my books. So when my dad started investing, these books will come out even faster. So if they don't come out, if Venus and Ryan Comics is not where it's at before my dad retired, then the momentum will be the same. But if my dad happened to retire, if my dad happened to retire by the time before my comic books become a success, then my dad would definitely invest more money invest money into it. Yeah, so yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do when it comes to this. I still, like I said before, man, I still can't believe, like, I'm still holding my dreams in my hands, you know? Still hold my dreams in my hands. But what a lot of indie comics people said, though, that in the long run, the more books I make, you begin to make more money because you have a library, a catalog. I have to build a catalog of books because the more options people have, the more people's able to go in, is more willing to go in and buy. In order for my merchandise to sell, people gotta get to know the characters. People's not buying shirts. People's not going to buy mouse pads and wallets if they don't know the characters. So that's what I'm doing right now with the website, introducing you to some of these characters and more characters. And when you read the book, you get to know these characters. So I understand people are not buying merchandise right now. And I understand that people don't know who these characters are. So I don't expect anything when it comes to that. But it's there whenever people really wants to go in and show support and stuff. Your kid doing acting, maybe heard it. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, we're going like, and also too, man. I put like even for my trailers, man, I got voice acting. I pay voice actors too. That stuff costs money as well. Paying voice actors. This is a financial thing, man. Like this stuff is no joke. But yeah, the store cover. Yeah, this is the store cover right here. You can get from the website. It's on the website right now, and you can get the store cover right here. And like I said before, when you open it up, oh, and something else I gotta ask you guys. And this is store cover. That's the back part and stuff like that. So yeah. There's another thing I gotta ask you guys. There's a possibility that there may be a little bit left of cover D, C, and B. Yeah, and B. So there's a chance that there may be like 3 left of each copy of each cover of B, C, and D. So I'm asking you guys, because like I said before, once the campaign is over, you can't get these covers again. But I'm being transparent with you guys. I'm going to ask you guys, would you want me to, whatever's left over of these covers, would you want me to put these up for like contest giveaways? Like if you like playing like a game tournament that's hosted by Venus Ryan Comics, art contests and stuff like that. Would you be okay with that? let me know. Or if you have another idea of how I can get rid of these extras of B, C, and D. There's only like 3 of them, I think, of each. I think. I gotta check the stash or whatever that's left. So let me know, what do you think? Because like I said, I'm a man of my word. When I say something, if when I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But I always going to ask you guys, since you guys are the one that's showing support, and especially a lot of you guys that backed it and everything, let me know. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything is out of stock and then turn around and then sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you guys there was nothing left. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting you guys, there is something left. There's like 3 of each, I think it is. I gotta check the inventory. And I want to be transparent. So you just let me know. What's up? What's up, Cook? All right, Lord. All right, Blaze. Are you playing another fighting game? Just downloaded it free. Joe was good. Yeah, so definitely let me know about that. Definitely let me know. But this has been wild, man. This definitely has been wild. Okay. Hard game, but so it's pretty good. Fast. One second. All right. But yeah, man. It's been one hell of a ride. So right now, I'm planning a Patreon. For Beans and Ryan Comics, and with that Patreon, you'll get access to the Beans and Ryan Comics server as well, for those who may be interested in that. And that will the Patreon will be able to support and fund my projects, like my comics and stuff like that. Put them on the website for the same prices, but don't print new ones. That's up to everybody. I'll let everybody vote. I'll vote. I'll let people also been wondering in terms of games. Have you considered visual novels, since they're the easiest types of games to make? Somebody just asked me that. They're not really easy. It's still expensive. I gotta still pay my artist for that stuff. And if I'm doing a visual novel or stuff like that, I still got to pay her. And depending on how long this visual novel is, it's still going to cost me some money. It's going to cost me some money. There's a lot of avenues. There's still a lot of avenues I can that I can look into. Yeah, I can look into that stuff. I'll look into visual novel. I'll still look into it, but it's not going to be any cheaper. It's not going to be any cheaper. Yeah, it's not going to be any cheaper, but I'll look into it. I'll definitely look into it. Like this, you're like the second person to ask me this, and I normally wait for the 3rd time, because it's always 3 times. It's always 3. It always comes in 3. But it's something that I will consider. And if I add voice acting to it too, I think that'll probably be cool. But that's gonna cost money as well. But it still costs money, because I gotta pay my artists. And if the visual novel is gonna be long, that's a lot of money I'm picking the fuck out. And that's gonna take away from the production of my books. So I have to pick and choose, you know. The G develop is free and code free. That eliminates that part, but still got to pay my artist. Doesn't get around that. That stuff still costs money, and I have to pick and choose: visual novel or work on the next chapter of a book. You know what I'm saying? or wait till I come out with enough chapters and then do a visual novel that spans across the chapters. I don't know. That's something to think about. Oh man. And so yeah, I'm using Construct 2 for mine. I'm doing everything by myself. Oh, dope, man. That's dope. Your movie, if you're just trying to tell stories, it don't. Yo, movie, if you're just trying, if you just trying to tell stories, with it. Yeah, I'm trying to tell stories, but I'm also trying to make money too. I'm a business. I got an LLC. My company got to make money, So I'm not just trying to. You said like, what do you when you do start working on games though? I'm happy to help. Like, what are you going for? 3D or sprites? It depends on the game. Some games may be 3D, some games may be sprites. So not everything's going to be 3D. Some games may be sprites. I'm at this point. I'm not thinking about games right now. I'm really not. So I use Godot and Blender. Yeah, games are not even on my mind. I got to get these comics first. I got to get these characters built up. There's also going to be some free material too that I'll be doing, like little panel, like pages and stuff like that. That'll be on my Patreon. That I'll put up, and stuff like that, and also promo pages and stuff like that of other things within the VS Ryan Comics universe that I would do over time, and stuff like that to try to bring people in. Got a hell of a lot of overhead versus digital. Yeah, digital do have a lot. Physical does, but I'm learning. I love physical. A lot of people love physical as well. The thing about digital, which I took a risk with. The thing I don't like, the thing about digital, man, people love piracy. People love piracy, and since I'm an indie person, I don't want people. I want people to support me. I don't want people pirating my shit. There's a lot of people out there, even in my own community, admit that they pirate shit. Why would they want to go buy something when they can just go online and get it for free? You know what I'm saying? So that also, like, piracy also hurt people like me, the small guy. Because some people claim that, fuck these corporations, I'm for preservation, I'm for this and for that. But then they'll turn around and still pirate something. They'll still pirate a company that's not doing anything that the other company is doing. They just pirate it anyway. I remember when it came to, Tears of the Kingdom, for existence. There were so many people saying that, I'm only pirating, or we only pirate because we're trying to, for game preservation. I mean, if that's the case, then why the fuck did y'all pirate Tears of the Kingdom 2 weeks before the game came out? It's a brand new game. Why are you pirating the game that's not even out yet? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people try to use it, to justify why they pirate. But a person's if they're gonna pirate, they're gonna pirate everything. So going all digital and stuff, yes, digital's cheaper, but I still gotta pay my artists. like I said, there's a digital version of my comic, but I still gotta pay my artists to make those pages. There's no way around it. I gotta spend money somehow. But once people got access to the digital comic, it's nothing to stop them from putting that shit online for people to read it. Yeah, since it's small, it doesn't affect me. I agree with you. Yeah. I've been selling games for years. Since I'm small, it doesn't affect me. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I already deal with piracy when it comes to my hentai. I deal with a lot of piracy. But I will still continue to do digital. Digital always going to be a thing. But there's a lot of people that like to collect physical. I like physical. I love to hold the book in my hand. It's just I can't even read manga online. I don't like reading manga online. I'd rather have it in my hand and actually read it. It's just take from the experience. It's not an experience to me. Just clicking the mouse and it just does nothing for me. But digital will always be an option alongside the physical. Yeah, so it will always be an option for you guys to choose from. But like I said before, like I just want these books out here, and I wish I can get these books out fast enough into your hands when it comes to the other series. You don't understand what I got ahead. You don't understand what I have planned ahead. Like I said, I've been working on this for 5 years. You don't understand what stories. You haven't seen half the characters that I have. You haven't seen you ain't scratched the surface of the stories, the plots, the connective tissue of my universe, and I'm looking right at it and so frustrated that you guys won't be able to get a taste of any of that yet. It's gonna be a slow run. It's gonna be a slow run. When I do the Venus Orion Comics Discord, I'm gonna need moderators. And I'm probably going to need like maybe 3 or 4 moderators or 5, and those moderators will get. I would send those 5 moderators a free Venus Orion Comics T-shirt for the moderators. But the Discord is done. I just got to make a Patreon and then connect the Patreon with the Discord and stuff like that. And then once that happens, then I'll look for some moderators. And once I get those moderators, I send them shirts so they can have shirts and stuff. And I'm going to need them to moderate and manage the Discord because I'm doing so much stuff, man. It's so stressful. I'm doing so much, man. Streaming, YouTubing, 3D hentai animation, being a father. I got so much responsibility. That's why I don't even play video games like that much. That's why my backlog's so big. I have no time for anything. I'm always working. I have no time for anything. And the reason why I'm enjoying the work is because it's something that I'm doing. Like I'm creating Venus Orion Comics. I enjoy it more than I play. I enjoy it more than I play video games. Doing Venus Orion Comics. And we also got, he said, in the next couple of months, I'm gonna be your biggest investor. I can't live with this. It's gonna take so much time, guys. He said, thanks, man. Retro, $5 super chat. Jet Set Radio can no longer be bought on PC or the Xbox store. The only way to play it is to buy a Dreamcast or the original Xbox or sell the high seas. Yeah, so I understand that. I definitely understand why people will sell the high seas in situations like that where you can't have access to it. And a lot of people don't own the older console, so I understand that. I definitely do. I definitely do understand that. Your own clothing brand into your comment. Yeah, I got NeoWear. I got NeoWear. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you in a second, guys. Hold up. All right. Here we go. One more. I'll show you guys in a second. All right. What the hell, man? There you go. My bad. Yeah, Kill right here. He's wearing Neo wear. This is a clothing line or clothing brand in my universe. This is called Neo wear. This is what you see right here that Keo is wearing right here. This is Neo wear. No problem. That needs to be a video game in the world. It's funny you say that. Radical the Porcupine is a video game, and Radical the Porcupine will be a video game in my universe that you will see advertisements of him as Easter eggs. That's funny that you mentioned that. I already had that in mind. I've been busy being a dad and working on comic in the game. I do agree with you, Lord. So yes, this is Neo wear that Keo is wearing, and also Kenny Misaki from the Lad Spectral from Ultra Squad X. This is also Neo wear that he's wearing. So yeah, so I do have clothing lines in my universe. You'll get more of that as well. And of course, it seems like a lot of you guys like this character. And I haven't even started anything yet. And then of course, Radical the Porcupine. He's my mascot for Venus and Ryan Games. This is not his final design. I need it. Like when I had my artist just make a design for him. I gave her what I wanted, references and stuff like that. But this is not his final. This is not his final design. There's like I only did this design, and I'm way off right now from video games, like creating video games. So I just want this is just what I wanted. This is what came into my mind for now, and when I'm ready to work on Radical the Porcupine, we're gonna go through different stuff. Yeah. It's a Neo wear, from Neo Suit Johnny and stuff. It's from the Neo company, Neo wear. But Radical the Porcupine is a character like in my Discord. A lot of you guys are doing like little fan stuff, like drawing your version of them. So I see a lot of you guys like Sonic Wukong. Yeah, this was an idea from 5th grade. This was he started Venus Orion. Remember, it wasn't Venus Orion Games, it wasn't Venus Orion Comics, it was just Venus Orion. I'm a big Sonic fan, grew up off of Sonic, and like I said, I love Ghost in the Shell. I love the Xeno series, the Xenogears, I love Final Fantasy and all that type of stuff. But he was the start of Venus Orion. Me and my cousin was in the same grade, same classroom, 5th grade. He was an artist, so I started Venus Orion, and he was my artist. And he sketched up my game console because I wanted to do a Venus Orion game console. I wasn't just going to do games. I wanted to do a console. I wanted to be an American brand console and stuff. Yeah, man. I saw it, man. Like I like your design. I really do like your design. Like I said, this design isn't final. This design isn't final for Radical the Porcupine. Like he's gonna go through a couple designs before I finalize anything. But I do like that. I do like that design. If I happen to use the design, I'm definitely going to give you credit for that. And I'm going to give you something for that. If I happen to want to use that design and go to you and ask you to use that, if I want to use that design, you're definitely going to get credit. I'm definitely going to give you something in return for that. Because you didn't have to do that. So I definitely would do that. But yeah, a lot of you guys like this character. There's a lot of you guys that I've seen the community tabs and everything. You keep asking about him. When is this game? Like this, that, the third. I'm like, dudes, I didn't even start it. I needed her to draw him because I just wanted to have him drawn. And I didn't start anything. I even did a rough draft of a story of a story fully through or anything. Want to be profound? Taking inspiration as and gets. You have to give me nothing, man. I just wanted you to see it. No, bro. I'll hook you up with something. I'll definitely hook you up with something. So you don't have to worry about that. That's just how I am, man. Like a lot you guys only had to do half the shit that y'all do. Y'all just do it for me and stuff. So I make sure I look out for you. Like I look out for all my peeps that look out for me. So I'll look out for you in some way. Haven't figured it out yet, but if I happen to use your design or even Easter egg your design in some way, in the game or something like that, as an Easter egg, or even used as a secondary character or something like that. Who knows? Like we don't know. Like I don't know. I'll definitely make sure you be shouted out, or not even just shouted out. I'll give you something. You're going to get something in return. So don't even worry about that. That's just how I am. Yeah, man. Like I said, Venus Orang Comics, just Venus Orang in general, man, inspired by a lot of things, man. But like the number one thing is, like I said, is the Zeno series, followed by like Ghost in the Shell, and then some inspiration from Marvel and DC and stuff like that. But yeah, you guys spoke and you guys love this character, and everything. Also too, I forgot to mention. I'll remove this. There's something else. I didn't show you guys. Where is it? Yeah, so let me put this up here. I forgot to show this. Yeah, this is available. We had a backer pick one of the tiers and got this for VK. This is the official poster for VK. This is the official poster, guys. And we got one backer who got this tier. I think they got all 4 covers. Yeah, they got all 4 covers, and they got the poster. And the poster's the same size as the posters that I have in back of me. They're that big. That poster is that big. It's the same size. I think it 24 by 30. Was it 24 by 36 or something like that? If I can remember. Yes, this is the poster. And then there's a variant. There's a variant poster as well. I got a variant. Oh, that was you? Oh shit. Holy shit. I didn't know. Like I say, y'all, you guys got different names on your, when it came time to mail this stuff out. So I didn't know that was you. Hold up. And then you got the variant. That's without the mask on, Hezekiah without the goggles, Keel without the hoodie, and Strike without the face mask. You'll have to give me nothing, man. I'm sorry I'm late. I was watching Superman for the first time. We figured, why not? Did I miss anything? Oh no, man. Yeah, we just talked about the gaming and stuff, and now we just talk about Venus Orang comic stuff. This movie moment brought to you by. So I'm going to work on a character just like Dante Mugen Lord. Oh yeah, I got my own Dante-like character. You want to wait till I reveal him. And he will appear in VK at some point before he gets his spinoff. That was me. That's it. Yeah, it wasn't. No, dude, it was bigger than I expected. And the thing is, I know what my posters look like in size, but it still blew my mind when I got that shit. When I got it. I said, bro, I gotta get my money up. Get my money up. So yes, there will be I do have a Dante inspired character. He won't look like Dante, but you will know who he is when you see him. But he is a Dante inspired because there is demons in my universe. Because you'll find out more about demons in the Church of Elohim. But he is a half human, half demon or whatever like that, and he will appear in VK first before he gets his spinoff. But he is my Dante inspired character, and he's gonna run into Hezekiah first. I can't wait to see that. Can't wait for the next chapter. Yeah, man. The next chapter, man. I'm excited for the next chapter. I'm excited for the next chapter. I finished the script. I redid the script about like 6 times already. I did the script like six to 7 times. And this version of the script, I really enjoy. Also, my artist looked at it. She left her personal critique to it as well. And she likes it. She likes it as well. So I'm looking forward to it because the guy. No, he don't act like no. When I say Dante, I mean as far as personality and everything. Hezekiah do not act like Dante. he had, like this character is going to be my Dante. Hezekiah is not Dante at all. Hezekiah, I don't. Y'all have to figure out what inspiration, because he's a mixture of. Hezekiah is a mixture of two special characters of mine that I grew up. So you have to figure that out as you start to read through these chapters and get a chance to understand Hezekiah a bit more and the things that he gets himself involved with, and the things that he's experiencing, and the things that he's seeing. If you understand what I'm saying, things that's popping up. If you understand what I'm saying. Capoeira Fire 3 when it was okay. When I finished my 3D model, Radical, do you want me to just send it to Jessica because she uses Blender? Yeah, you can send it to her. You can do that. You can send it to me and her. You can send it to me and her. You can just send it to VensRyanComics@gmail.com, and you can send it to Jessica as well. But my version where Dante is going to be a female. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm increasing the poly count. I'm not adding any clothes because I don't know what style you want. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this poster, man, this is the poster. This is the official poster from VK. And now that I know that that Cook got it, that's awesome. And everything. Yeah, that poster is big. That is a big poster. And I got a copy of the poster myself. I just gotta put it in a frame. And then what I will do is I will take the unofficial VK poster off my wall and give that to my dad, and then put the official one up on my wall. Here, Hezekiah, and I can't unsee the two now. Don't know your third respirator. I remember you said what you said was your Hezekiah, and I can't unsee those two now. Don't know your third inspiration yet. Cool. Well, good that you don't know just yet. Good that you don't know just yet. And if you gotta understand, I leave hints everywhere, even down to the pictures that I show you of my characters, how they posed and stuff like that. It's also hints, especially as a guy. He already hints. With that other inspiration is the other character inspiration is. I leave hints everywhere. You like everything could be a potential hint. But I can't wait. Like chapter 2, man. Chapter 2 is gonna be something. Chapter 2 is gonna be something, y'all. Chapter 2, especially when you start seeing a lot of these other characters, it's going to be in chapter 2, man. Chapter 2 is going to be something for you guys to like get into, man. You want to understand. In chapter 2, you're going to be introduced to the Wave Force mechanics. You're also going to be introduced to other characters. You're going to be introduced to the overall motivation of these characters and the premise of what's going on, the current state of Neo-Delphia. You're going to understand what's the current state of Neo-Delphia, and you're going to understand what Varian, because you're going to meet Varian in chapter 2 as well, along with the other brothers, Keon Strike, and the other characters. You will get a chance to dig a deep dive into the characters, but you definitely want to know about Varian and his mission and the premise and what's going on in the current state of Neodelphia. You can get a lot of that in the second chapter. So mark that off. It's going yo. Oh wait, that was great. That was, yeah, I can say Kirito is because of his outfit, but he's nothing like that dude at all. He's nothing like that dude. Especially after you read the first chapter, you definitely know Kirito is nowhere to be found as far as personality or anything. So you can about to just throw that out the window, especially after you read the first chapter. And you also get this in chapter 2, you want to also get a chance to find out what's next for Nolan and Brett. You see what happened at the end of the chapter, so you want to see what he's going to. You want to see what's next for him. What is he going to do? What is his next move? So you want to. So each chapter you're going to keep getting a glimpse of what he's going to do. Like, what is his next move? How is this all going to come together? It's all about yeah. So this is going to and also you'll get more Tech Lock as well. He's going to definitely have more scenes. And you get to see more of his personality and how he interacts with the other brothers, and of course with Hezekiah and stuff. Man, I can't spoil anything. I just can't wait till you guys actually see it, especially when I start showing off these characters in the silhouette. So around July, I believe, you'll see the first character that's going to be revealed and showing off from the silhouette. You'll get a chance to see the first character when it comes to that. He said Hezekiah is not Jesus Coon. Oh man. And there's going to be some world building. There's going to be some world building that's going to not only talk about how the citizens of Neodelphia and how they live in this city, which is a Guardian State city, which is a Neo city. You also get some world building that's going to tease some other comic series. Yo, I'm laughing right now. If he does happen to have a harem, who do you think that would be? Like, oh my god, oh man. These guys are funny. But yeah, you're going to also in chapter 2, you're going to get some world building that's going to hint something or give you a glimpse of another series as well. So that will also get you excited and stuff like that. So yes, so you can see that hey, there is some connective tissue here that this series, the VK is going on while this is going on. So you're going to get that, and there's more action. There's way more action in chapter 2. Way more action. So you're going to see some action in chapter 2. There's way more action in chapter 2. Sup, Nate? My day one nigga. And saying Starburst Street as a high man. I love heroes. Yeah, man. And I can't wait to see when these characters get revealed in the silhouettes. I can't wait to see how you guys respond to these characters and who will end up being some of your favorite characters with the characters right here in the silhouettes. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see what characters you guys gravitate to as well. So I can't wait for that. That's something that I'm looking forward to. And getting you guys talking and stuff. As I said before, I love a lot of you guys' reaction to chapter 1. Like when some of y'all read the digital, and now some of you guys read the physical. Especially when the digital went out, there were some of you guys like, "What the fuck? What? No. Oh man, no. Chapter 2. Where's chapter 2? And I like that. Is he like Iron Man? Who? Which one? Which one you referring to? Roy. Yeah, but oh, Neo. Yeah, he's a Iron Man inspired, but you'll see what happens to him. You'll see what happens to him. Matter of fact, let me just go to the let me go back. Hold up, I got you guys. Give me a chance. Yeah, let's go to Neo. Let's go to Neo Suit Johnny real quick. So on the website, you go Neo Suit Johnny, name Jonathan Neo, age 15, height 5'4", class cyber edger. That's the type of technology that's the suit that he's wearing, cyber edge technology. These abilities and skills, these are not his full set. These are just surface level stuff. I don't want to give all that away, all at once. You'll see a lot of the stuff. Abilities, Neolink synchronization, wave pulsion, amplification. And I don't want to dive deep into this. I'll leave you guys to speculate until we actually start getting deeper into this and everything, because I don't want to give away certain things. Omniwave manipulation and nano heal regeneration skills, wave resonance field, pulse, shockwave impact, and neo blast. His wave signature is Insentia. Conscience level is Prodigy, level 5. And I'll get Blade Vibe. We'll get to that in a second. So it says Johnny Neo is a teenage prodigy born into the prestigious Neo family, a dynasty known for its technological brilliance and groundbreaking innovations. Raised in the heart of Neo Industries, he developed a deep passion for cybernetics and wave energy manipulation. Inspired by his grandfather, Harold Neo, despite his extraordinary intellect, Johnny struggles to balance his relentless pursuit of knowledge with the need for a normal teenage life. His mother, Melinda Neo, guided his understanding of omni theory, a revolutionary field of energy science, while his father, Travis Neo, sought to steer him toward corporate responsibility. However, tragedy struck during the fateful Neo Daisuke generator test, an event that reshaped Johnny's destiny forever. After surviving the catastrophic explosion that claimed his mother's life, Johnny's body underwent an unprecedented transformation. His wave energy fused with the Omni's core power, turning him into a living conduit of Omni energy. This metamorphosis granted him the ability to interface with and control technology without the need for traditional narrow links. Harnessing his newfound abilities, he secretly constructed the Neo suit and advanced cyber edge armor infused with wave extraction technology. While his father revived the military division of Neo Industries, Johnny set out on a different path, determined to use his abilities for humanitarian purposes and uphold his grandfather's vision of a brighter future. Yeah, so this is Neo Suit Johnny. I'm looking forward to do to actually like work on more of his story. Right now, I got like a rough draft right now. Haven't really got deep into it because I'm working on VK and stuff like that. But this is one of the comics that I'm definitely looking forward to as well. But yeah, man, like as I said, this site is essential, man. This site is essential to get at least a glimpse of characters. And it's not done. There's gonna be more characters. I'll be uploading more and more characters over time. So you get a chance to get the chance to know these characters and stuff like that. And that's something that I'm excited about for you guys to be able to get into and everything. I mean, Blood Root's pretty cool. This dude. I'm not gonna lie, that silhouette. Every time Cook says that silhouette gets me every time. I never thought about that until he brought it to my attention when he said that like that silhouette like Blood Roof. But you'll see the chick, you'll see her, you'll see who she is. When I reveal her, she's the first character to be revealed, and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward. I can't wait to see how you guys respond to her, and everything. But yeah, man. He said, "Oh, thanks for the super chat." He said, "This is what Marvel New Warriors should have been." Yeah, man. I don't even care for Marvel or DC. Like ever since I started being around comics, I don't even pay attention to them anymore. Like as I said before, man, like there's new comics and stuff. They're not for me. I'm not their target audience. So I stopped investing. I stopped even getting angry at what they do because they already let me know that, hey, it's not for me. I'm not their target audience. So it's time for me to move on. And that's what I did. And ever since I started VS Ryan Comics, VS Ryan Comics is the thing that keeps me busy. That Southern Moon, if she was hot, yo. And then like I said before, bro, the New Warriors. Yeah, man. So there's a lot. Right now I'm working on Ultra Squad X. I'm refining the first chapter. And like I said, that's gonna be around like 72 pages, maybe 74 pages, the first chapter to Ultra Squad X. So you guys have a lot of material to read, to get to know characters, get to know, the world building aspects, and everything. And I can't wait to unfold when it comes to that. What I said before, Photonic himself, name Daniel Murphy, age 24, height 5'10", his class, he's an aberrant. His abilities, photon manipulation, light capacitor, photonic vision, photon armor layering, and light constructs. Skills, photon pulse, radiant strike, flare kick, solar singularity, nova slide, stellar collapse, and lumen blade. And of course, Wade's signature, Essentia, his conscious levels are level 2. He said, "Don't blame you. Marvel and DC has been alienating people." Yep. Daniel's aberrant abilities had manifested at the age of 12 years old. He discovered that his body can control and manipulate photons by absorbing them from his surroundings. He discovered his discovery of these abilities was both frightening and exhilarating, especially when they began to manifest in unpredictable ways, such as during the power plant maintenance incident where he lives. The pivotal moment in his life came during the Somers Beach Carnival, where his instincts to protect his family led him to reveal his powers. The courage he displayed during the attack caught the attention of Team 5, a group of elite aberrants working under Dr. Malcolm H. Crawford. This encounter marked the beginning of his journey as a hero, leading him to join the Crawford Academy for Prodigies. As a student at the academy, Daniel honed his abilities under the mentorship of Dr. Crawford and the members of Team 5. The tragic loss of Team 5 during a special ops mission left a void that Daniel felt compelled to fill. His sense of duty, combined with his admiration for the fallen heroes, led him to accept the role of leader for the newly formed Ultra Squad X. Is Daniel considered attractive in his universe? That's a good question. I mean, he has a girlfriend. His girlfriend is Cerebra, the chick with the red hair. That's his girlfriend. So, I guess I will leave that up to the readers. If whatever, I don't know. I don't know as far as attractiveness. I think I will. I guess as we go through the books, as I tell the stories and this interaction, especially with the ladies and stuff like that. But he has a girlfriend. She's on the team. She's part of Ultra Squad X. Using Leroy and Mega Man. And then said that might affect his relationship with other people. But yeah. So this is Photonic. One of my he's another one of my favorite. He's another one of my favorites. And I can't wait to actually start this comic, and so you can see these guys in action and stuff. And especially I can't wait to you guys get some backstory, some backdrop on the other members of Ultra Squad X when I upload them. Over time on the Paragons of Fate page of the website. It's pretty awesome, man. There's a really interesting question. Who's the hottest character in Venus Orion comics? Woo! There's gonna be a lot of hot characters. I think my personal, and I can't, and she hasn't even been revealed yet. That's why I can't really talk about it, because there is a lot of waifus that I have that you guys have not seen yet. I'm talking about from heroes to villains. There's a lot of waifus. You just haven't seen them yet, so I can't really comment on that. A lot of you guys like Adaptable. A lot of you guys like Adaptable. I'm surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't know how you guys were going to respond to a lot of my female characters. To be honest with you guys, let me see. Image file. Let me bring this up. One second. Yeah, I was really surprised at how a lot of you guys had responded to these characters. Who would the characters themselves consider the hottest? So I'm waiting to see Faith. Oh, you want? Oh my God, that's my baby too. We'll see some Faith in a second. Hold up. Although she was going to be like Rogue with pink hair. Yeah, she's like the rogue of the team, but she doesn't have rogue powers. She adapts, and we will explain more about her adapting abilities. I don't want to go through too much. I'm going to say that for the website when I upload her profile, and also when you see it in action or whatever. But as of right now, she can only adapt to 3 different things or 3 different attributes at a time. And aberrants, they evolve over time. Her powers will evolve over time. So when she holds and store up to 3 different types of abilities or environmental effects, after she has those 3, she can't adapt to anything else, and then she has to swap out or whatever. And depending on the property of the thing that she's adapting to, she will glow a certain color like the moment she adapts. This allows her team from Ultra Squad X to know exactly what properties that she has and stuff like that, and allow them to be able to coordinate. Now, a lot of enemies won't understand that when they first fight her and stuff like that. What does that mean when she glows a certain like hue briefly when she first adapts and stuff like that? So there's a whole lot to it and everything, to the mechanics. And I can't wait to get into that. When it comes to that, Sion's a close second. Not enough skin despite cleavage. Oh yeah. Oh, you still haven't seen some of the. I got some fan service female characters. I got some fan service ones, but you have to wait and see. That shows more skin and stuff like that. But you have to wait and see. And there's a reason why they had those type of outfits and stuff like that as well. And everything. But he said, who would the characters themselves consider the hottest? Well, the thing is, when you ask that, you have to dig into the character's personality, who they think, like certain characters. There's certain characters that cares about who's hot and stuff like that. Adaptima, she's the like how can I say it? She's an outgoing chick. She's a party girl. She's a party girl. So I can't wait to get a chance to get to know her even more personally once we actually get into it. And there's a reason why her outfit is that way too. You get it. It's like I like going through the details. There's a reason for everybody's outfit, especially Cerebra, the one with the red hair, which is Photonic's girlfriend. There's a reason for her outfit design as well, and you'll see. So essentially, to give you an example, this is a rampant. He's like my Wolverine. Even though that he looks like Cyclops, he's not Cyclops. Like his abilities is nothing new. His visor don't shoot lasers. It doesn't do that. His visor does something else, and we'll explain that in the comic itself in chapter 1 what that visor does. She's kind of like my Jean Grey, Cerebra, and the Channel Red. His powers is nothing like Gambit, but he's like the Gambit of my team. And the lad Spectral, his name is Kenny Mizaki. He's Japanese. I'm trying to find out an X-Men that I can compare him to. I don't think there I can. I would say think of Armor. I think Armor. She's Japanese, female Japanese character in X-Men, mutant in X-Men. Think of Armor, I guess. In this sense, but his name is Lad Spectral. Real name Kenny Misaki. Right, for his Princess Adex. Oh man, it's cool. The powers evolve over time. Yeah, it's going. Their powers. Aberrants evolve. Aberrants will evolve. Their powers will take shape, take a new form when they evolve. Like some nerdy and sophisticated. So I see. Ain't no bit. All right, Kuma. But she's a party girl. Does that mean she would have Gucci bag? Wait, oh yeah, wait until you see her with her regular clothes on. Because like I said, you want to see a lot of these characters in civilian clothing too. So we haven't gotten around with my artist yet to draw everybody in civilian clothing, so you can get a chance to see their clothing styles and stuff like that. We haven't gotten to that part yet. Right now, we got everybody in their main outfits, but we're going to get to that point where we're going to start showing everybody in civilian clothing too, as well. That's Red. Thanks, look. He said, "I just wish the outfit was more uniform. They're all very different." Oh yeah. Well, I did them very different. Just like X-Men. Even the X-Men doesn't have like the same uniform, but they all have the ASX, Alter Squad X, symbols on them. She has like a pendant. He has ASX on here, on the shoulder. Photonic got ASX. Rampant got ASX. I'm about to say Rupture. Kenny, he got ASX, and then she has ASX. If Daniel's eyes have a neutral glow, I think a lot of women will find him attractive. Now, like I said, the more photons he absorbs, the more his eyes glow, and the more he goes blind. So he always has to do a discharge, but he has to leave enough photons in him in case of he does get into encounters, and also leaves a photon shield layering over him so he can take impacts of hits and stuff like that. So he has to balance it out. But the more photons he has absorbed in him, like a battery, the more powerful he is. But he goes blind; he can't see. The more powerful, the more he can't see. So he has to discharge. Yeah, everybody has ASX. Everybody has it. No. No. Rupture doesn't join. No, Rupture is part of the zone task force. He's for Rupture is part of another team. Now I ain't gonna lie, Alter Squad X versus the zone task force. Oh my god, that would be a good fight. Wait till we're working on. I will be working. We haven't gotten to the only person that we have drawn so far is Tevin McGinnis, who's Rupture. From the series Zone. We haven't got the other team members from the task force yet drawn up yet. But man, I'm already imagining Alter Squad X fighting the Zone task force. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. Rupture versus Rampant. Oh man, that'd be crazy. All right, so let me go back to the site. I'm happy that you guys like Faith Tanaka. This is my baby right here. Code Faith Tanaka, age 25, height 5'6", class Omni Soldier, abilities Omni Soldier, enhanced strength, durability, and healing, hyperkinetic reflexes, tactical mindscape analysis, skills Guardian's Descent, Striker Blitz, Omni Disruptor Takedown, Omni Shield, Final Directive. Wave signature, Virus, conscious level 2. Faith Tanaka, known by her codename Valkyria, is a warrior forged through discipline, laws, and an unshakable sense of duty. Born into the legacy of the Omni District, she is the daughter of Kenji Tanaka, a decorated soldier of Unit 7, and Keisha Everett, a brilliant tactician from the first Omni District. Faith inherited both the sharp intellect of her mother and the combat instincts of her father, shaping her into a formidable force within the Guardian States. However, her world was shattered when her father was declared killed in action during an operation, leaving behind only his dog tags and body cam footage of his mission. Determined to follow in his footsteps and uncover the truth behind his disappearance, Faith dedicated herself to mastering both mind and body, preparing her for the day she would take her place among the Omni elite. Her relentless pursuit of excellence led her to the Guardian Brigade Academy at 18, where she proved herself as an exceptional soldier, strategist, and leader. By the time she reached the Guardian platoon, she had already built a reputation as one of the most promising warriors of her generation. Recognizing her potential, the directors of the Omni Soldier Project selected her as a candidate for experimental augmentation alongside 5 other elite operatives, and those 5 others are her teammates. That's part of her team. Now we didn't get to draw on them yet. We're about to draw the team pretty soon. After emerging from the process, stronger, faster, and more capable than ever, she was chosen to lead Unit 8, a new generation of Omni soldiers tasked with reclaiming fallen territories and taking the fight to the Rubicon Alliance. Seeing everybody here for some reason makes me feel very celibate for some reason. He said, I offer to voice add, but my voice is weird and a bit deep. I don't care if you gotta like everybody can audition. Everybody can audition, and if you get selected, I will pay you. Bro's mom said I sound like I ate Barry White. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a perfect voice for characters that I have in mind and stuff like that. All you need is a good mic. All you need is a good mic. And if you pass the audition, you will get paid. Yep. But yeah, Faith Tanaka, one of my favorite characters. I can't wait to get to her story and everything. He said, yep. Woo. But yeah, man, that's essentially it for the night, guys. I might stream tomorrow. I might be streaming a game tomorrow. I think I'll probably be playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink tomorrow on stream. Now, when I stream video games, I can't use StreamYard. You see how your comments pop up like this? StreamYard does not work for games. The quality is ass. It slows down everything. It's not built for games. It's only built for like podcasts and discussions. So when I do the gaming streams, I gotta go back to restream, which means your comments will not be popping up like it does here. I will have to read your comments from the screen. Yeah. So I'll be using restream when I do video games, playthroughs and stuff like that on stream. I will have to use restream, so no longer can I pull up your comments when I'm during gaming. I will have to read your comments off my monitor, reading comments and stuff, and talk with you guys while I'm gaming. So just to keep that in mind. So if you don't see your comments pop up on the stream, it's not because I'm not clicking on it. It's the fact that I'm using another streaming platform and stuff, because StreamYard sucks for games. StreamYard sucks for games. I tried to do it with Marvel Rivals, and it just was not working. It was just ass. No matter what the settings were, it's just not built for gaming. So Streamlabs, if possible tomorrow, I will be doing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink if possible tomorrow. Can't promise anything yet because I have to work on the Patreon for Venus Orion Comics and many other things and stuff like that. But overall, this stream and just this fulfilling these orders and stuff for backers was one hell of an experience. And I really appreciate you guys with your patience and your time. And let's do it. Let's make Venus Orion Comics great. So I'll be seeing you Game Fiends later. Peace out.